Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball pregame show is coming up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes from Mark. Countdown to pregame in 1 minute and 60 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 30 seconds. 30 seconds from Mark. $20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. But today we begin the second half of the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin round robin as the Titans look to stay on top. Live from Denny Bridges Court at Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan University, this is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and and IWSports.com. The 5th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans play host to the Thunder from Wheaton College. Good afternoon. I'm Eric Stalk along with Joel Swanson. Glad to have you with us here. Caden Darby is in our WESN studios here on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan. The Titans finished the first half of CCRW play at 7-1 with 7 straight victories. But Joel, certainly the competition is right there with them in Carthage and North Park at the top, and they know they can't afford to slip up.
Yeah, usually when you're at 7-1, you don't expect to be in a 3-way tie for first place. That's exactly where we are. And the funny thing, Eric, is that Illinois Wesleyan able to knock off North Park. North Park was able to beat Carthage, and Carthage beat Illinois Wesleyan all on their visiting floors as well. So interesting how it's all worked out here in the first half. We'll see what happens in the second half of the conference season. But boy, come more as a score here this afternoon, even against a struggling Wheaton team.
Well, struggling indeed, but boy, they gave the Titans all they could handle when they played up at King Arena just 3 weeks ago. The Titans, coming off their Dallas trip, resumed conference play with a sluggish start. They were forced into a lot of long-range shots. They saw 45 minutes of zone defense from the Wheaton Thunder. They were challenging the Titans to put up a lot of shots from deep, and the Titans, which up until that point had been a very good three-point shooting team, they struggled mightily for big stretches of that game, yet they were able to hang in there. They were down by 9 with under 4 minutes to go. It looked like it was starting to slip away from Ron Rose's club, but Wheaton in a position to put the game away in the final seconds. They would hit a free throw that would put them up by 3 for the final possession when Nick Roper hit maybe the biggest shot of the season that sent that game into overtime, and the Titans prevailed and perhaps wore down a much thinner Wheaton Thunder lineup as the Titans won that game by 5.
Josh Fridman sticking a big 3, but Illinois Wesleyan was able to finally get the basketball inside, and Wheaton did a phenomenal job with their zone. Did a really good job of taking away the three-point shot, taking away everything right at the rim. They gave Titans the mid-range game, and that's where the Titans really struggled to knock down that 15-footer, that 12-footer. That's what Wheaton was giving up. Illinois Wesleyan had a hard time making that shot on that day. But the Titans, Eric, have seen some zone here since then, attacking it better, and we'll see if they're going to be able to take some of that forward here this afternoon against the Wheaton Thunder.
We will come back with our keys to the game, our players to watch, and we will hear from Coach Ron Rose coming up after this timeout. The Titans take on the Wheaton Thunder here at Shirk Center. Back in a moment. Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
The Titans and the Thunder in the second half of our doubleheader here at Shirk Center. A big win for the Titan women as they rolled past the Thunder 93-57 as they match a program best 18-0 start on the season. their best since the 2009-2010 campaign. They are off on Wednesday. They're next in action when the men play as well at Elmhurst a week from today. The Titan men and the Thunder meeting for the 142nd time in a series that goes back to 1946. Illinois Wesleyan leads the all-time series 88-53. The Titans have won the last three head-to-head, including that overtime victory at King Arena 3 weeks ago, as Ron Rose's team looks for the season sweep once again against the Thunder tonight.
Well, as your team reaches the halfway point of the conference season, putting the one-loss record aside, do you like where the team is at this point?
I think we've got a competitive group, an experienced group, all things we knew coming into the year. But I do feel like we're trending in the right direction. Some of the, you got to play games to establish roles and to get comfortable playing together. And I really feel like the last couple games, there's just a heightened awareness of how we need to play, or a greater awareness in terms of, for us to get to the highest level we're capable of, what we need to do. And that certainly the second half, or the end of the game against Milliken, second half against Augustana, you can't expect to play that well all the time. But the goal is, I think now we've got a vision of what this team's really capable of.
Yeah, that was unique, those two games, both very close in the first half and really turned it on in the second half. Well, what do you make of that?
Well, I thought in both cases the energy level was really good. And I thought our defensive pressure, our defensive intensity was terrific. And we got our hand on a lot of passes and created some offense with our defense. I just liked our aggressiveness. And then the Augustana game, I thought the ball just moved exceptionally well. We've had that at times this year, but I thought our guys really found the open man tremendously well.
Well, you've gotten everybody's best shot this year, understandably so, certainly Wheaton's. Looking back at the numbers of that game, what stood out was they had 15 threes in that game. Titans had 8. That's a plus 21 difference from beyond the arc. And yet you still won the game on a night where they were almost daring you guys to shoot the 3 on every trip. So what do you make of that? Do you suspect anything different tonight, or you just figure that's a game where those shots typically would go down at a higher percentage?
Well, we looked over the film clearly and watched it, and we actually executed better offensively than it felt during the game. As the game's going on, it's a make-miss game oftentimes. You can do everything right, and if the ball doesn't go in, it doesn't feel well. And I thought the ball movement was better than what I would have expected, but at the same time, I think we've worked very hard on it since then in terms of, and part of it's just being confident and comfortable and expecting to shoot the ball at different times within the offense. And I think because we've spent more time breaking it down and going against it, there's just a greater comfort level in taking those shots. I thought the shots were pretty darn good, but I think we've grown in terms of just the comfort level in shooting and expecting to shoot those.
On the other side of the ball, Soren Richardson, the leading scorer in the conference, did score 22 points, but needed a lot of shots to get there. 6 out of 20. Do you look to guard him in the same way?
Yeah, it always, we jokingly, you start with Hakeem, and you got to make a guy like Soren work hard to catch the ball first. And then you got to throw different bodies at him. Not only you're not just going to tell Hakeem shut him down, but when he does catch the ball, you have to be in gaps where he doesn't have driving lanes, and it allows Hakeem to pressure a little bit more. He's a talented young man. He's going to get up 15 to 20 shots. You just got to try to make him inefficient, which I thought Hakeem did a pretty good job of the first time.
So ultimately, keys to get the win today.
Well, it's going to be a battle of pace, that we want to play a little bit faster pace. Wheaton wants to play a little bit slower pace. And then just a matter of, it's going to be a possession-by-possession game. We just need to play each possession.
We appreciate the time. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, Coach Ron Rose's team preparing for the Wheaton Thunder here today. Just coached career game number 500 at Illinois Wesleyan. Coach Mike Schauer on the other side is close to a milestone as well, has been for some time. His next win will be the 400th of his career. That includes time prior to Wheaton, where he is in his 16th season. But he's been waiting for over 2 months to get that victory. He's standing at 399, and Wheaton is coming in today on an 11-game losing streak that has dropped their record to 3-14 overall. As they try to end that streak today, let's take a look at our keys to the game and our primary matchups, the players that we're looking for both sides here this afternoon.
Well, first of all, I talk about keys to the game. First of all, for the Wheaton Thunder, as we've got a player to watch here in Soren Richardson. Richardson, really a very good scorer, averages over 20 points per game on the season so far this year, and he's one of those guys, if he can get hot, he certainly can carry you here so far. There's our keys to the game right there. Yeah, first of all, for the Wheaton Thunder, boy, Illinois Wesleyan does a tremendous job putting pressure on the basketball. Live ball turnovers are going to be a killer for Wheaton here this afternoon. You've got to limit turnovers, but also live ball turnovers that can give Illinois Wesleyan runouts on the other end. One of the things that Wheaton did very well up in Wheaton at King Arena, they handled Illinois Wesleyan very well inside. Took away a lot of points in the paint from the Titans. A nice job protecting the rim. That'll be another key here this afternoon. They might use that 2-3 zone again to be able to do that, but boy, protecting the basket will be a real key for the Thunder. On the other side for Illinois Wesleyan, shot selection. Boy, the Titans did struggle to shoot the basketball against the zone, and handling that zone will be so important. But look for the Titans to do a better job of using the short corner, first of all. Didn't do a lot of that up in Wheaton. Also getting that basketball into the high post. It was open. They just had a hard time knocking that shot down. But as Coach Rose talked about, they've worked against the zone, maybe more comfortable with those types of shots here this afternoon. Don't let Wheaton get hot. They've got some guys that can shoot the basketball, and Illinois Wesleyan found it out at King Arena. Wheaton knocked down 15 three-pointers against the Titans last time out. Really shot it well. You got to take the Thunder off that three-point line, Eric. Those will be the keys for the Titans here this evening.
Yeah, Titans were 8 of 33 in their first game against the Thunder, while Wheaton made 15 out of 39, which is the most they have made all season. Interesting to note for Illinois Wesleyan, they didn't shoot the ball well there, and yet they still won. In their 5-game winning streak, they are shooting just 30% from beyond the arc, which is lower than they had been for the rest of the season. An indication that this team has multiple ways to win on the offensive end of the floor.
Absolutely, and Illinois Wesleyan, when teams look at the Titans, as Coach Rose has said before, they usually prepare inside out most of the time. You got to take away everything the Titans can do in the paint. And that's just not post-ups. That's not just throwing the ball down to the block. That's also guys getting to the basket downhill. Hakeem Williams, Nick Roper, guys that Carlo Kolak, guys that can really attack the basket. That's what you got to be able to cut off against the Titans. And when the three ball is going in at a pretty good clip for Illinois Wesleyan, they become very difficult to guard. We'll see if they shoot it well here this afternoon. But as you mentioned, Eric, they could shoot sub 30% and still win contests, but a lot of that also has to do on the other end of the floor. This is a team that plays outstanding individual man-to-man defense.
You see the Titans on the sideline in their pink zone shirts. Always a special day here at Shirk Center as we raise money for cancer awareness, as we send it down to Ben Alcine, the public address announcer at Shirk Center.
At halftime, immediately following the dance team performance, we will be honoring the 10 academic All-Americans from Illinois Wesleyan's last school year. Our contest this afternoon will feature the visiting Wheaton College Thunder and your host, the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Wheaton comes into today's action 3-14 overall, 0-8 in the CCIW. The Thunder are coached by Mike Schauer in his 16th season at his alma mater, with one conference championship and a record of 253 wins and 162 losses. Illinois Wesleyan enters the day 15-2 on the season, 7-1 in the CCIW, coaching the Titans in his 19th season at his alma mater, with 6 conference championships and a record of 340 wins and 160 losses. Ron Rose. And now let's meet our starters. First, for the Thunder of Wheaton, 6'2" and a junior from Fort Mill, South Carolina, number 3, Kyle Nebbs. 6'4" and a freshman from Caledonia, Michigan, 4, Kyan Vanderwood. A 6'3" freshman from Westerville, Ohio, number 12, Devin Martin. 6'2", and a freshman from Winfield, 13, Jack Spears. And a 6'3" sophomore from Northfield, Minnesota, number 20, Soren Richardson. .6'5", and a sophomore from Normal, number 10, Mason Funk. The Titan centers a 6'10" senior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 20, Harrison Wilson. A guard, 5'10", and a freshman from Northbrook, number 4, Josh Fridman. And a guard, 6'3", and a senior from Round Lake, 0, Hakeem Williams.
The Titans are 6-1 on their home floor this year, and their home white and green here this afternoon. While the Wheaton Thunder, they've played a lot of their games at King Arena this year, just 1-4 on the road this year with a 3-14 overall record with their blue and orange, Wheaton across the front of their chest in orange and white trim. Our officials for today's game are Robert Dowling, the referee, and the umpires are David Cronin Jr. and Dale Brady. As you indicated by the introduction to the starting lineups, 4 underclassmen, including 3 freshmen, take the floor from the opening tip for this Thunder team against a veteran Illinois Wesleyan club, also a much bigger Illinois Wesleyan club at almost every position.
Yeah, Wheaton has really struggled inside so far this year as the Titans win the tip. Minus 9.5 rebound margin, so that'll be a key for Wheaton to try to keep the Titans off the boards as much as they can, and they come out in an early man-to-man defense.
And the Titans were plus 16 on the boards in their first matchup, which the Titans won in overtime. Funk on the right side, going to Fridman inside to a double team on Roper, hooks it out top of the key to Williamson, right side to Fridman, shovels it back down low to Rope, draws the double. They work it around the horn. Funk throws up a long 3 off of the back of the rim, no, and it caroms out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder. So a different look. I guess maybe we should have suspected a different wrinkle for the Thunder to start the game today.
Yeah, the goal is to keep the ball out of that painted area, and once it gets in there, it's a quick double, right? Try to get it out of there as quickly as possible, and you rotate out to the shooters. Mason Funk had a decent look at that one, just couldn't knock it home.
Now they're working around the horn against Illinois Wesleyan's man-to-man defense, and Kyan
Three-point field goal
knocks
for
down the 3 to start the game.
Now, one of the big guys for the Titans is going to have to go out and guard a much smaller player from Wheaton. Illinois Wesleyan knows what they're getting into there.
Roper on the left side, down 3-0. Back to Fridman on the right side with a handoff to Hakeem Williams. Chest pass left side to Funk, into the corner to Roper. In front of the Thunder bench, puts the ball on the deck, works his way to the free throw line, backs his way down in, hooks it back out around the horn to Fridman. Fridman left of the lane, goes behind the back, foul line looking, he'll fade, foul line J, no. Williamson get a hand of the rebound, but couldn't corral it. Vanderwood gets it, kicks it out of the left side to Devin Martin. Martin slows it down now to Sorensen as he moves his way inside. Right on no good, back tap near the arc, and Kyle Nebbs runs it down. Cross-court pass, corner 3, Spears is long. And the ball tipped to Nick Roper.
Yeah, really nice job that time by Sorensen, keeping that possession alive there for Wheaton. Got a really good look.
Williamson from downtown, short. Fridman runs to the rebound, back over to Hakeem Williams. As the Titans have thrown up a couple of threes so far in the early going, yet to make one. Top of the key, Funk, he thought about the shot, got his defender off, balanced. Had the ball stripped, got it back now. Roper baseline draws a double cross, scores the ball to Hakeem Williams on the one hop. 3 ball back rim, no. And good box out there for the rebound. It's taken by Vanderwood for the Thunder. Sorensen into the corner. Spears jacks up a 3. Front rim, no good. Nick Roper pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, just the one bucket here so far. We'll see if the Titans can get that offense going. Maybe try to explore the paint here a little bit early on.
3-0 Thunder with the lead. Left in the lane, it's Roper coming off the pick. Backs up, thought about the shot. Delivers the top of the key to Akeem Williams. He rolls off with the pick. Give and go inside to Harrison Williamson. Got surrounded and a reach in as he went up for the shot. Not sure they'll call that on the floor or not. That one goes against Devin Martin, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio. First foul on the Thunder.
A good job that time by Wheaton. Nice help side position there on the roll, pinching down off that wing inside, just trying to make it hard for the Titans.
Roper right wing for three, same spot where he tied it at the end of regulation in their first matchup. Long on this one, back the other way to Vanderwood. He strokes at three off at the front of the rim. At the rebound to Akeem Williams over the quick outlet to Nick Roper. It's a 2-on-1. Nick glides in. Ball got jarred loose and launched to the far side. He got stripped and fouled on the play as they tried to avoid a poster dunk from
Wheaton falls on Devin Martin.
And Devin Martin picks up his second foul here in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, 2 early fouls. Martin plays heavy minutes for Wheaton, 32 minutes a game. Pretty important piece for them. Doesn't do a tremendous amount of scoring at 6.2 points per game, but does a lot of other really good things with the Thunder as Roper finally gets the Titans on the scoreboard here
for the Thunder.
3-1. I guess your thought for Wheaton is they've got much better shots here so far in the contest, Eric. Some really open looks, and you hope that you'd have, at this point, maybe a 6 to 8 point lead as the Titans have been really cold to start the contest. But 3-2.
It's going to easily be 9-0 here.
Absolutely. They've got some really good looks from the three-point line.
Roper makes both to cut the lead to 1. Caden Mudd is the new player in with Martin picking up 2 fouls. Mudd is a freshman from Port Barrington, Illinois, at Wakanda High School. Inside, Sorensen got down deep, turnaround no good. Might have been tipped by Hakeem Williams. Funk pulls away with it for Illinois Wesleyan. Now Roper on the right side. And around the horn it goes. Funk left of the lane. Now on the wing to Akeem Williams with the shoulder-high dribble. Gets his way into the paint. Kicks into the corner. Roper, an open three. Got it.
For Nick Roper from Harrison, from Hakeem Williams.
From about 3 feet away. He's going to score that by 90% of the time and just couldn't find the basket.
Vanderwood top of the key. Swings it wide right to Nebbs. Chest pass top of the key to Sorensen with the head fake. Hakeem is right on him. Sorensen with the right side handoff to Nebbs. Back to Sorensen. As he looks, Richardson rather, now top of the key, 3 balls off of the front rim, no good, and rebound pulled down by Williamson, but not taken away by Nebbs, who works his way to the corner, 3 ball, no good, rebound, Vanderwood able to put it back up and in.
Rebound basket for
Vanderwood. That time, and they had the rebound, couldn't quite corral it, and boy, Wheaton has really outplayed them here in the first 4 minutes.
And we're tied at 5, nearly 4 minutes in. Akeem Williams pops it from the left wing, that 3 is short, tipped up once, twice, and now to Roper.
That's where the size of the Titans is really going to be a problem for the Thunder.
Fredman with the step, and he got bumped baseline on the dribble drive by Caden Mudd. His first foul and team's third.
Thunder fouls on Caden Mudd, his first, team's third.
Coming in off the bench.
Noah Brumfield for the Thunder.
Trey can really shoot the basketball.
And Marco Anderson for the Titans replace Harrison Williamson and Hakeem
We've seen a lot of zone from the Thunder. Haven't seen a single possession of it as of yet. But they really played it well up in Wheaton.
Fridman to the corner, inside to Marco Anderson, draws the double, kicks it out to Funk, left wing, top of the key. Bazell, an open 3. Might have been pushed late, shot rims off. He made his first tray in his last 2 games. Now Fridman battling with Vanderwood of the back.
Wrestling foul on Josh Fridman.
That's the first on the Titans.
Oh boy, Bazell got it. Excellent look at that one.
For the Titans,
a shot he's going to make most of the time there. Most teams know exactly what he can do. Sometimes you get that tip out off that offensive rebound, you find some open looks, and he certainly got one right there.
Tied at 5, a little more than 4 minutes gone by in the first half as Mudd brings the ball across, guarded by sophomore Jackson Ego. Passer to the post, tipped out of bounds. It'll still be Thunder possession.
And Marco Anderson that time did a nice job cutting off that flash right in the lane. Again, Titans, some of those Titans bigs are going to have to guard some smaller players here today.
Noah Brumfield, a 6'4" forward from Edgeley, North Dakota, into the corner, Mudd for 3 and hits it.
Yeah, really well done that time by Wheaton. Great curl by Sorensen. The lane was clogged up, found the shooter on the outside. Wheaton runs some really good off-ball stuff.
8-5, Thunder with the lead once again inside. Marco Anderson double clutches, gets the bounce,
and the foul. By Marco Anderson
just
from
about
Jackson
a half
Nego.
step slow coming on the backside. Boy, just a little bit quicker to the ball. That's a steal going back the other end.
Wheaton
Good job by
fouls on
Marco.
Soren
Just a
Richardson,
really nice
his
job of
first.
sliding into the defender a little bit up the
Team's
lane.
fourth.
Give it a nice angle there on the bounce pass, right on the money. Able to gather score and take the contact.
Richardson picks up his first
One
foul.
free
And
throw
the
for
fourth
Marco
on the Thunder.
Anderson.
Anderson has really been efficient at the line in recent games. He gets the conventional three-point play to tie the game at 8.
Now we'll see if the Titans get a spark off the bench. It's a slow start here to the contest.
Vanderwood backdoor to Nebbs, but he's too far into the corner. Out to Richardson, and he
Three
buries the
for
three.
Soren
Talk about
Richardson.
Richardson. When he gets hot, he can carry a little bit. Knocks one down right there.
11-8, his first basket of the game, coming off a 32-point effort in a narrow 3-point loss to Milliken at King Arena on Wednesday. A double down on Anderson, kicks it out top of the key. Roper squares for 3, in and out.
Good box out that time by Wheaton down low. Able to keep Anderson away from the basket.
Vanderwood to the free throw line, pops a 16-footer and hits.
Basket
With
by
great confidence here so
Vanderwood.
far. I know what we saw up at King Arena. We saw a confident basketball team up there. They got themselves off to a nice start in that game and were able to hang around, and really a game the Titans were able to escape with that victory.
Certainly playing with nothing to lose. Vanderwood has 7 early. A 5-point lead for the Thunder as Roper muscles up, down low, missed it, got it back up, fouled as he tried to return the shot. And Roper will go back to the line. Looks like this one is on Richardson.
Wheaton falls on Caden Mudd, his second.
No, beg your pardon.
Team's fifth.
That's
Nick
going to
Roper
be
to the
on
free throw
Mudd,
line.
his second, and the team's 5th. Roper hit 2 free throws a few moments ago, has 5 points tonight and has 2 more. Roper has been getting to the line far more consistently as the
Christian
year's gone
Beers
on.
and
In
Jack
fact, among the top
Spears
20 in the country in free
for the
throws
Thunder.
made. He's 74% of the stripe and 3 for 3 so far today, and that just adds another dimension to his game.
It'll be interesting to see how Illinois Wesleyan now handles that offense for the Wheaton Thunder. Off to a nice start shooting the basketball as Roper's second free throw up. And
2
that
free
one is
throws
good
for
as
Nick
well.
Roper.
And it's going to get to the
Hakeem
foul
Williams
line
for the
quite a bit.
Titans replaces
We'll
Nick
see how the Titans
Roper.
match up. Again, there's some advantages for Illinois Wesleyan on one end offensively. And they've got some big guys against some smaller players for the Thunder. The problem is some of your big guys are going to have to match up with some of those guards for Wheaton on the outside. And we'll see if the Thunder can take advantage of that with some ball movement.
Richardson top of the key, left side to Christian Veers, a freshman from LaGrange, Kentucky. Knocked away by Illinois Wesleyan. The steal here for Inigo goes in one-on-one. And goes glass and scores.
Nice job by Jackson. Great body control right there. Shield the defender from the basketball. Maybe try to draw some contact. No call that time, but able to finish at the rim.
Inigo with the steal and score to cut the lead to 1. His first basket of the game on the right side. It's Brumfield. Chest pass top of the key to Nebbs off a pick, and it's going to be an offensive foul. The screen set by Jack Spears, the freshman from Wheaton North High School. And that's 16 fouls already on the Thunder.
Kyle Nebbs can really shoot it, and the Titans know it. Just a shade under 40%
Nathan
from the
Clark
three-point line on the season
for the
with
Thunder.
126 attempts. Knocked down 49 of them. Those are really, really good numbers. And there's the zone we saw up at King Arena now.
On the right side, Hakeem Williams. Around the horn, it goes left side to Trey Bazell. Back up top. Inigo, right side to Hakeem Williams. Cross court to the ball to Bazell. They've got him covered. He'll pull up, raises 17-footer.
by Trey Bazell.
Really nice job by Trey that time. A little head and shoulder fake, get right to the elbow, stick the 17-footer. This is exactly what Wheaton did against Milliken on Wednesday. Saw a little bit of man, saw a little bit of zone, kind of jumped in and out of both of those defenses.
Nathan Clark, a senior guard, number 15 from Pacific Palisades, California. On the baseline to Richardson, one hop, and he kicks the ball to Nebbs with a tough three-point attempt from the wing. No good. Good D by Bazell. Hakeem Williams the rebound. Now Nathan Bolt in transition. The junior from Barrington, left of the lane. Williams back to Bolt. Touch pass to the post, and it was knocked out of bounds by Nebbs.
Kyan
Marco
Vanderwood
Anderson will come out
returns
of the game.
for the Thunder. Harrison Wilson
is
and
in.
Josh Friedman
is
replace
in for
Marco
Jackson
Anderson
Ego.
and
Got
Jackson
good minutes
Ego.
from both of those reserves as the Titans have erased a 5-point deficit.
It'll be interesting to see how the Titans attack this zone defense. Looks like Wheaton's going to go man-to-man here out of bounds. Maybe they'll jump into that zone once the ball comes in bounds. That's exactly what they do now, jumping into that 2-3 zone defense.
Friedman with the cross-court pass to Bazell, deep on the left wing to the post to Williamson. They double down on him. Now to the elbow, back right side to Friedman, double clutch, but a nice redirect. He was going to shoot it. It was about to be blocked into the bleachers, so he kicked it baseline. It's out of bounds, and still Wesleyan ball, 8 of the shot clock.
And no, Brumfield did a nice job closing out there. A good high hand close out. He was about to wipe that shot away. Josh able to somehow retain possession here for the Titans.
Right side to Pregame Williams at 4, at 3, Bazell for 3. A little long tipped up by Bolt. Wilson, they got a hand on it, out of bounds off of the Thunder. So the Titans will keep possession with 20 on the clock as it resets.
Nick Roper returns for the Titans, replacing Trey Bazell.
Soren Richardson, who was only out for a cup of coffee, is back in, and Kyle Nebbs goes to the bench.
Yeah, Richardson averages close to 35 minutes a game for Wheaton, so he's on the floor a lot.
Wilson open off the inbound. His 3 is good.
Harrison.
Step out and shoot it. Just another part of his game. Really helped spread the floor for Illinois Wesleyan.
Well, the pass going behind Richardson wasn't expecting it. He ducked as it was headed for his
Devin
noggin.
Martin returns for the
ball
Thunder.
Goes behind him out of bounds. A turnover
replacing
here
Nathan
for
Clark.
the Thunder.
Yeah, Nathan Clark coming in off the bench now. Heads back to the bench here for Wheaton. Let's see if they stay with the zone defense, and they do. You can see the Titans now putting a player in the high post or rotating guys in and out there.
Titans have scored 9 straight, looking for more here, up by 4. Right side, Fridman pops a 3. That one's too strong. Roper able to run it down. Midway through the shot clock, they'll kick it back out. Hakeem Williams up top. Swings the left side to Roper. Roper holds back out to Hakeem Williams. The right side to Freeman. Pass a little wide, reels it in. At 4, at 3. The lob baseline. Tough catch by Wilson. Double clutches. Got it off just in time, and it spun out. A rebound, Brumfield for the Thunder.
And still a nice job that time by Wilson, catching that ball, getting it back up high again, away from the defenders.
3 ball, Brumfield barely draws iron. Rebound, Hakeem Williams. Titans steal by 4. Into the corner, Fridman. Thunder gets back, and Wilson fell to the floor as he got tangled with a couple of defenders. Thunder get it off the turnover. Off the hands of Brumfield, hit the bottom of the rim, and the Titans take it back the other way.
Yeah, Wheaton's had a couple of really bad possessions here in a row now, Eric. We'll see if the Titans can take advantage of that. Some turnovers on some bad passes.
Fredman, top of the key to Hakeem Williams. Left side, Roper. Roper strokes a 3. That one's long. Bolt tried to back tap it, then tried to poke it away after it was grabbed by Martin. And
Illinois Wesleyan foul is on Nathan Bolt. His first and the team's second. Kyle Nebbs returns
as we see
for Wheaton,
Carlo Kolak. With Carlo Kolak, the 6'5" junior from New Trier, for the first time today. Titans lead 17-13 with 10:49 remaining in the half.
And I saw Coach Schauer really upset about something. It had to be the physical action down low, and maybe some Titans going over the top of some of his smaller players wanted to get a call down on that baseline area.
Devin Martin up top against the man-to-man defense. Now Richardson, double down on him. Ball knocked away. The steal there for Nego. Gets it ahead to Roper. Hit off his foot. Keeps it alive across the Bolt. Nice effort to keep that ball in play. Right side, Nego squares for 3. Too strong. Rebound Vanderwood.
Until that shot was off as soon as Jackson let that one fly. Had a hard time getting his feet under him.
Now the Titans not shooting the ball particularly well from deep. Otherwise, they could open up a lead. Richardson rattles home with 3. That's his second tray of the early going, and it cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, not a great three-point shooter, but he can certainly knock it down. Just 31% on the season. But boy, when he gets it rolling, watch out.
Lead down to 1, 17-16, midway through the first half. Kolak on the left side. Puts it on the deck, now top key to Roper. Overhead pass right side to Nego, baseline to Wilson. They draw the double. Around the horn it goes to Kolak. He squares for 3. That one's strong, and Wilson slips and falls as he got the rebound. That's the second time that's happened. I don't know if that was a result of contact, but he was able to draw the foul, and this one, I believe, is going to be on Richardson.
Wheaton follows on Soren Richardson, his second, and the team 7th. Mason Funk returns for the Titans, replacing Nathan Bolt.
Titans are now in the bonus here. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. But one of the concerns you have with that zone defense is settling for three-point shots. We saw that up at King Arena when they weren't dropping. The Titans had a hard time penetrating that zone. Let's see if they can do a little better job here over the last 9:44 of the half.
Wilson 61% at the line this year as he makes the first. They are now 6 for 6 at the stripe so far today. So Richardson staying in with 2 fouls, and I guess at this point they're just gonna risk it that he could avoid a third, and he got the favorable bounce on the second one. Wilson out with 5 points.
Yeah, Titans not shooting it well here so far, just 25% from the floor in the contest, and still with a 3-point lead. We'll see if shots start to drop a little bit more consistently for Illinois Wesleyan.
Vanderwood goes for the tie and knocks it down from the right way.
That's exactly what we talked about. The guys for the Titans having to get out and some of the smaller players for Wheaton, and Wheaton taking advantage of some of those mismatches out front there, and we'll see if they continue to do that.
Vanderwood has 10 as we're deadlocked at 19. Roper goes to baseline, draws the double, able to knife inside, but couldn't hit the runner. Rebound, Williamson trying to rip it away, battling under the half circle, flailing elbows, and a foul's going to go against, I believe that's Nebbs on the floor, who perhaps got the worst of that exchange.
Kyle Nebbs, his first.
That's his first.
8.
Number 8
Caden Mudd.
The Thunder.
So the Thunder, Harrison Wilson to the free throw line.
Zone to be able to cut off that baseline. Boy, it's going to be hard to drive that baseline against that zone. So many players, 2 players down on the bottom side of the zone, more players dropping down inside. So good job cutting off that baseline there as we'll take care of the floor here. But as we mentioned, boy, Illinois Wesleyan's going to have to make some decisions on the defensive end, especially if the Wheaton continues to shoot the ball well from that three-point line. The Thunder do a nice job of spacing things out. When their guys are knocking them down, it's really hard for the bigs, for the Titans to be able to get out there.
Williamson has 5 points, 2 for 2 at the line. Missed this one. It's loose, tracked down by Roper. Nice effort of keeping it alive over to Jackson Ego. So they'll reset the clock. 9 minutes to go in the half. Kicking on the wing to Kolak. His 3 no good. Roper with a tap in for 2.
Rebound basket.
Wheaton on that one. Inside rebound right there. Boy, Roper attacking the glass. And another 3-point shot not going in there for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see if they start to explore the paint a little bit more on some of these possessions.
That's 9 for Roper as the Titans lead 21-19. Veers on the right side to Martin, also in there with 2 fouls. Vanderwood comes clean top of the circle. That 3 rims out. Tipped up by Kolak, and he pulls it down for the Titans. As Kolak hustles the ball across, steps up right side now to Funk. Funk goes back out to Kolak, left side to Nego. Nego against the 2-3, swings it wide right to Kolak. Back out to Nego up top. Bounce pass left side to Funk. Back out high to Nego. Now to the post to Wilson. He got poked away by Nebbs and a turnover. Now to Vanderwood in transition in heavy traffic. Behind the back dribble, pulls it up. Right side to Martin. Martin with the jab step against Funk. Looks to take him off the dribble. He'll back down on him. Now fronts his defender. Funk stays with him. Takes him baseline. Blocked by Funk. That was looked like destined to happen. Kolak the other way. They got away with a walk. Top of the key to Williamson. Into the corner to Funk. Funk raises a 3. Hit the side of the backboard. A rebound to Mudd for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's been a rough shooting evening so far here for Illinois Wesleyan. Titans are now 2 out of 15 from that 3-point line, but it's just off to a rough start from the outside.
Now Nebbs lines a 1 up. That 3 is no good. Good box out there for Nego. Although he may have picked up a foul here.
Yeah, Jackson did pick up a foul on that.
Illinois Wesleyan fouls on Nick Roper, his first and the team's 3rd.
His first, team's 3rd.
Penalty.
Now we come to the timeout, taken by the Thunder. Again, a little ragtag on both sides of the floor for Illinois Wesleyan and the Thunder as the Titans lead 21-19 with 7:32 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Titans have taken a ton of outside shots here so far in this contest. 16 3-pointers for Illinois Wesleyan here in the first 12 and a half minutes of the game, only knocking down a couple of those so far. So they've really had a hard time exploring the lane here against Wheaton on the other side for the Thunder. Haven't shot it great, but they've shot it better so far than Illinois Wesleyan. Just 2 points down here with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. So a couple ways to look at it, Eric. You've only shot 25% from the floor. You have the lead. That's the good news. Bad news is, boy, the Titans certainly haven't played well so far in the first 12 and a half minutes.
And it is reminiscent of the first game when they were not making those shots. And not that they were bad shots necessarily. You expect to make a higher percentage than they have, but it's also the law of averages. And this team has not been shooting the ball exceptionally well from beyond the arc in the last month. Now, they've been better in this past week as they have pulled away from Milliken and then Augustana with a terrific second half on Wednesday night, but it has not been a dependable, consistent output that they've been able to rely on all year.
Yeah, and certainly it certainly has gone up and down for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see if they can turn things up a little bit or explore some options more in the paint as the game goes on.
Nebbs with a tough catch. Fading in the corner, the 3 spins out. Mason Funk pulls down the rebound for Illinois Wesleyan.
As I mentioned, Nebbs can really shoot it. That was a very difficult shot, though, coming off that screen to try to get those shoulders squared.
Now back to the zone for the Thunder. Top of the key to Hakeem Williams on the left side against Mudd. Now to Fridman, right side to Bazell. They have him covered. Left side to Hakeem Williams. Cross courts the ball to Trey Bazell. He squares, launches a three and hits.
It's really one of the few times we've seen the skip pass across the zone right there. Good ball fake to the short corner, skip across the zone. It's hard to close out that time when you get that far deep inside when you're that weak side defender in that zone defense.
Wesleyan up 24-19 with under 7 minutes to go in the half. And off to Mudd at the foul line. He'll fade, and he drew contact against Hakeem Williams, and the foul goes against Hakeem. And this
Illinois Wesleyan fouls on Hakeem Williams.
Pair of free throws here for the freshman Caden Mudd. One big difference between this game and their first matchup is the Thunder going deeper in the bench and more consistently. In their first matchup, all of their starters played at least 38 minutes. That includes the overtime, of course. A couple of them went 42
for
minutes.
The Thunder replacing Devin Martin.
And they seem more intentional about getting some of their younger guys in. I say younger, the reserves are replacing freshmen in the starting lineup as Mudd makes the first.
Yeah, trying to stay fresh at the end of the contest. That's one of the tough things against Illinois Wesleyan. Titans can go so deep on that bench, they can wear you out after a while. So we'll see if the Thunder can keep up here this afternoon. But a nice job of extending this zone defense, trying to get out to the shooters and still keep the ball out of the lane.
Foul line to Hakeem Williams into the corner. Fridman an open three. Got it.
That's how you do it right there. High post, kick it back out to the wing. Especially with an effective player who could do something with it in that high post in Hakeem Williams.
That's the Titans freshman with his first basket, 27-21, Illinois Wesleyan. This is their biggest lead so far. Now it's Richardson out on top. Swings the ball left. Here to Nebbs, watched by Bazell. Vanderwood, the hot hand so far, watched by Anderson. Now on the right wing. Martin on the cut to Nebbs. Nebbs baseline draws a double. Tees it up for Vanderwood in the corner. His three is long. And extending for the rebound as Anderson got stripped and fouled as Nebbs reached in, trying to snatch it from behind. He picks up his second foul.
Thunder follows on Kyle Nebbs.
You're undersized.
The team's ninth.
Trying to compensate any way they can. They picked up a lot of those kinds of fouls, and they're getting themselves in pretty deep trouble here in the first half.
One of the things the Titans will talk about is, boy, on a rebound, you got to chin it. You're going to have to protect it, because that's the second time the ball's been knocked away. Williamson had that happen earlier in the half, and now Marco Anderson lost one as well. Boy, Wheaton got a great look at the corner. Great curl to the middle of the floor as Anderson's first free throw up and good. Great curl right to the middle of the floor. Boy, drew the defense. Great kick to the corner. Got a really nice look at that three-point shot. You can't fault the Thunder for the way they've been running their offense so far. Sometimes the shots go in, sometimes they don't, but all you can ask for is get good looks at the basket.
4 points for Anderson, now 5 as he gets both, and the Titans are up 29-21 with under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
One of the things to watch is you're watching Wheaton, they'll run those curl cuts. They do it so well, and that really draws the defense inside.
Nebbs over to Vanderwood to the right side. Top of Keith Spears with a step to his left. Goes to the baseline. Bolt has him covered. Now it's Nebbs with a loose dribble. Got pushed.
A good call by the official that time. And again, it's that weak side movement.
Just
get you leaning just a little bit as a defender.
And the team's
it's hard to be able to cut that guy going off down the lane. Got to put a couple hands on him to be able to stop it. A good call on the hand check.
First foul on Bazell. 5 team fouls on the Titans. 9 against the Thunder. With Wesleyan up by 8. Right side to Richardson. He gets the baseline to Vanderwood against Marco Anderson. Looks for the post up. A little far out. Now looks to go to his left baseline. He got fouled here by Anderson.
Yeah, maybe able to use his quickness just a little bit.
Vanderwood shot Marco Anderson
so well so far in this contest. It looks like he's kind of been the guy the Titans have picked that they're going to put their big on. And he has kind of made him pay for that decision here so far in the contest.
Richardson, guarded by Hakeem Williams, out on top to Vanderwood, strokes another three. Wide left, Bolt pulls down the rebound for the Titans.
So the Titans can push the pace here just a little bit.
They get Marco Anderson trying to establish himself at the post for a push-off against Nebbs.
Illinois Wesleyan fouls on Marco Anderson, his second, and the Titans' seventh.
Play. It's a tough call against Marco, though. But if you call that every time down, we will never have a possession without a foul. So Anderson just trying to gain possession, that position inside, and a tough call.
Picks up his second foul. He stays in for the time being. Wesleyan leading by 8, under 5 minutes to go in the half. Vanderwood tries the handoff and just does get it to Richardson. Goes to baseline, draws a double, hit it off the shoulder of Vanderwood, but he's able to pull it back in. Now swings it wide right. A 3 ball on the way by Spears is good.
3-point field goal for Jack Spears.
Using that curl cut. That's the fade right there. You kind of fake the curl, step out on the fade, off that screen, knocking down the shot.
Marco Anderson right side, Titans up by 5. Fredman off the pick, top of the key, pops a 3. In and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Titans. Mud got a hand on it.
Yeah, Nathan Clark for the Thunder, Harrison Wilson, and Nick Roper
by
for
the Thunder, able to get a hand
Marco
on
Anderson.
it. Caden Mudd is just 6'1", trying to handle Marco Anderson down inside. That's a tough matchup down there for Wheaton. Thunder doing their best to try to keep the Titans off the boards. The question is, will Illinois Wesleyan eventually just wear them out down in that painted area?
Fredman with the inbound to Wilmson, hands it back to Fredman. The freshman goes baseline behind the goal, kicks her to the corner to Roper. Roper got bumped as he put the ball on the deck. The collision there with Nathan Clark. And that is his first foul. Titans now Clark, in the double bonus with 4:17 remaining
Nick Roper to the free throw line.
First half, and Nick Roper going to the line. The Titans are 9 for 10 at the stripe so far, shooting 71% for the season. Roper today is 4 for 4.
And a good head and shoulder fake that time by Nick as he knocks down the free throw, rolling around and in. So far for Wheaton,
Carlo
6 out of
Kolak
17 from the 3-point line, but they only have 2 2-point field goals so far in the game. That's one of the problems that you run into when you are small. You don't get a lot of post-ups, not a lot of action at the rim, so you're relying upon jump shots to go in. As long as they do, they can keep you in the game.
Roper double figures at 10, now 11 as he gets the second one to fall, and the lead is up to 7, 31-24. Carlo Kolak back in for the Titans as Vanderwood brings it across. Watched by Wilmson. Left side to Spears, guarded by the taller Nick Roper. Foul line to Richardson with a quick turnaround of the foul line against the bounds.
Richardson.
Really difficult shot right there. Almost turned, shot in one motion. Able to go up over the top of Hakeem Williams.
Roper glides in left of the lane. And air gliding his way to the bucket off the glass for 2.
I think he wanted a foul. I wasn't surprised. I was kind of surprised one of the Wheaton players didn't step in there and take a charge. Boy, Nick took off early, but no contact.
Would you want to take the charge? Inside Nebbs, he'll reverse and score.
Basket by Kyle Nebbs.
No doubt about it.
First bucket for Nebbs, 33-28. It's a rhetorical question. I wouldn't either. Hakeem Williams on the drive, and he got stripped and fouled by Nathan Clark. And he picks up his second foul. And Titans back
falls on Nathan Clark, his second.
This will be Hakeem Williams for 2.
To the free throw line.
We've seen the Titans now the last couple possessions getting downhill with dribble penetration, trying to get to the basket, attack the basket, especially when Wheaton's got such foul trouble here. 10 team fouls on the Thunder. Talked about Coach Schauer trying to go deeper down that bench. They got some guys that play some heavy minutes on this team.
Hakeem Williams makes the first, averaging 11 points per game. He's in the top 5 of the conference in assists, steals, and blocks. In fact, he's second in the league in steals while shooting it at an efficient clip. He gets his first point today and looks for his second here with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Gets them both.
2 free throws for Hakeem Williams.
Titans are 13 of 14 at the stripe here in this first half.
Let's see if Illinois Wesleyan can make a little bit of a run here now, and they knock it off Sorensen out of bounds. So that full court pressure really for the first time pays off for Illinois Wesleyan. And we have yet to see Noah Hedrick out there for Wheaton, number 23, the second leading scorer for the Thunder on the season, on the sideline right now.
As the inbound comes into Hakeem Williams on the left wing. Now to Wilmson. Gets the ball back to Hakeem with a quick step. Baseline goes to his left off the backboard. It rattles home.
By Hakeem
play as well.
Williams.
A lot of contact that time at the rim. Just strength that time by Williams going to the top.
Biggest lead now at 9, 37-28. Nebbs now on the right wing to Martin. Martin with a handoff to Spears. Swings it high to Vanderwood. Delivers it left side to Richardson. Richardson looking, one hands the ball back out to Veers. 3 minutes till halftime. Chest pass left side, Nebbs goes baseline to Richardson. The post up, quick step to his left baseline. The jump over Richardson.
Yeah, really nice job. Quick spin that time. Caught the ball from 5-6 feet away. Well, you're in trouble when he catches it down there. Really nicely done by the Thunder.
10 for Richardson, 37-30 Titans. Now Roper on the drive, left of the lane. Slips as he hit the paint and falls down. A traveling violation called against
Noah Brumfield for the Thunder, Mason Funk and Jackson Nigo for the Titans, replacing Hakeem Williams.
Lane, 2-foot jump stop. Again, they'll try to wipe up maybe a little bit of moisture on the floor. Illinois Wesleyan was able to force a turnover this situation last time as Sorensen caught the ball in the corner, turned the basketball over. So Titans up 7 here. Both teams struggled a little bit early on with the offensive flow, but not recently here.
37-30. The Titans with the lead as Martin takes it off the inbound as he carries the ball across the midline. Thunder on an 11-game losing streak, still in search of their first conference victory. Haven't won since November 23rd. Screen frees up Nibbs. His three is off the mark. Pulled down by Harrison and Williamson for Illinois Wesleyan.
Just a really good look at the basket, though.
Corner three, Kolak, yes.
Nice job. Sideline break right there. Titans first time able to open up a double-digit lead. But again, we got a terrific look off a double screen. Nice little stagger on the other end. Just couldn't knock it home.
Richardson on the right wing, around the horn. Left side to Brumfield at the foul line. Swings it out. Vanderwood with a tough three, and he knocks it down.
3-point field goal.
Nice little fade that time for Vanderwood. Another three goes down for the Thunder. They have shot it well here so far again against the Titans, but again, a lot of jump shots.
40-33 Titans. Minute 40 till halftime. Roper cross-courts the ball to Kolak. With a step on Richardson, lost the basketball. Brumfield takes it away with a 3-on-3. Brumfield swings it over to Richardson. Head fake as he now cuts inside on Kolak, leans in. They both fall down. He got tripped up by Kolak, who may have been tripped up by Richardson. I'm going to call that a foul on Kolak, I believe.
I think that's...
No, it wasn't foul on Carlo Kolak, his first in the team's eight. Soren Richardson to the free throw line.
Illinois Wesleyan. So this will send Soren Richardson to the line. He's had a pair of 30-point games this year, including 32 against Milliken.
Marco Anderson and Trey Vizell for the Titans, along with...
May very well be on pace for that here today.
Nathan Bolt.
As Marco Anderson comes back in with 2 fouls. Actually, no. He's out. Nathan Bolt is back in for the Titans, along with Trey Vizell. Mason Funk joining Roper and Jackson Nego on the floor.
Yeah, give Thunder a ton of credit here. Down 10. They're going to get the last 3, make it the last 4 here of the contest. As Vanderwood knocked down a 3-pointer, and now Sorensen able to attack the rim, get himself to the line here.
11 here for Richardson. Vanderwood leads them with 13 points.
Yeah, he's really taking advantage of those bigs having to step out for the Titans. He has really shot it well so far in the first half. That's been a huge positive
for the Thunder. Replaces Soren Richardson.
30, make that 40-35 with a minute 28 until halftime.
Wheaton's knocked down 7 threes. We talked about the 15 the last time these two teams played. Pretty much on pace for that again.
Yeah, season high in that game. Left side, Trey Vizell squares for an open 3. Skims off the rim. Roper got a hand on it, but couldn't rope that one in. It goes out of bounds to the Thunder.
Titans now 5 out of 21 from that 3-point line, and actually a substantial improvement for how they started the game from the 3-point line here. But a 5-point contest now. Wheaton's done a nice job again hanging around in this game.
Have a chance to cut it to 3 or even 2 as Vanderwood gets it in the corner. Now Brumfield will walk it up, back over to Vanderwood. Watched here by Funk as we come up on 1 minute to go in the first half. Vanderwood looks right, swings it wide right to Martin. Holds the ball high, now to Brumfield. A step to his right, hands the ball off to Nebbs. Chest pass left side to Vanderwood. Shot clock at 8, tipped by Hakeem Williams out of bounds. Still Thunder ball, 8 on the shot clock.
A good job by Williams that time. Didn't want Sorensen to get that post position. The one time, the last time Sorensen able to score, he caught it from about 5-6 feet. That time pushing him out a little bit farther away from the basket.
Corner inbound Vanderwood. And threw it wide for Richardson, and he tried to reel it in and tapped it out of bounds.
Good job by Williams that time. Just
making it hard for
Sorensen to catch the ball. Something that Coach Rose talked about in the pregame. Make it hard for him to get it first, and kind of go from there.
40-35, Illinois Wesleyan on top. About a 20-second difference between the game and shot clocks. Funk top of the key, right side to Nego, into the corner to Roper. And they work it around the horn now. Funk out high, swings it right side to Nego. Nego draws the double, back out to Funk. Funk with a head fake, now to the left elbow, swings it over to Nego, looks to penetrate, slashing into the paint, flips it out to a cutting Funk. He'll scoop it up and score, and the foul.
By Mason Funk.
That time by Mason Funk. Nice right hand finish. You have to like what you've seen from the Titans about the last 5 minutes of the game.
Richardson
settled for a ton of the three-point shots early on in the contest. Now attacking the rim a little bit more, but even the three-point shots that they're getting, the ball's going inside first, then coming back out to get really good looks at the basket. So attacking that zone a little bit better as the game has gone on.
Foul on
one free throw from Mason Funk.
Funk makes the free throw for the three-point play, his first basket of the game. And the lead is up to 8 at 43-35. Shot clock is off as Wheaton plays for one. Martin out near midcourt, guarded by Nigo. Hakeem Williams was wiping off something from his eye, perhaps, as he gets set up defensively, guarding Richardson. And Vanderwood stepped out of bounds on the near side.
That's just the one thing you didn't want if you were Wheaton, was to get the turnover and not get a shot at the basket.
Trey Bazell for the Titans.
That would have been worse. There would have been a live ball turnover. The Titans would have been able to take the other way to get a quick score. Now Coach Rose is going to take a timeout here to draw something up. Figure out, first of all, who's going to be on the floor here, as still, I think, taking care of
30-second timeout.
Williams. I think he took a shot in the nose that time, Eric. I think Richardson caught himself with an elbow there, and so I think that's why Hakeem right now is going to be on the sideline.
So we shall see here for the final possession of the half. 4.8 seconds left. A 43-35 game. Illinois Wesleyan with the lead on what is always a special day here at Shirk Center, the Pink Zone game, with a specific cause here this year. They are raising money for the family of Mary Kate Crouch, a 15-year-old student from University High School here in Normal, just up the road. A 15-year-old who was battling a rare and aggressive form of cancer. And all of the money raised here today will go to support Mary Kate and her family. And all of our thoughts and prayers with them. And as we come down to the final seconds of the half, again bound to Nigo. Hot foots the ball across at 3, at 2 with a chance, and he got stripped out of bounds by Martin. 0.7 seconds left. So they've got enough time for a real quick catch and shot.
Got a lot of options here, actually. First of all, they're going to have to pay a ton of attention to number 12 at the rim, and we'll see if that opens up something for somebody else here, as you can see two guys both guarding Nick Roper.
So they play off of Nigo for the inbound. He'll lob it for Roper, makes the catch, and he pushed off.
Yeah, that couldn't have gone any worse.
Illinois Wesleyan calls on Nick Roper. That's his second.
Free throws here on this
Team's
particular
night.
play.
Well, no, it's an offensive foul. Now Hakeem is going to come back in for the 0.1 second. Roper leaves with 2 fouls. Now, Coach Schauer might be asking for more time, perhaps, because the push-off actually came before the ball was inbounded. Or perhaps as it was inbounded. I don't know. Okay, so they did put it back to 0.7. So still not much time with the full court. In fact, they're not even going to
Halftime, Illinois Wesleyan 33, 35.
As we come to the end of the first half, it was an offensive struggle for a while, but Illinois Wesleyan made some shots late to take an 8-point lead into the locker room at 43-35.
Yeah, certainly Illinois Wesleyan attacked the Wheaton defense much better as the half went on. Nice job attacking the lane, getting better shots at the basket. Three-pointers started going in. Gotta be impressed, though. Wheaton did a really nice job on the offensive end. Really good movement off the ball. Used that curl to be able to get down inside. Really nice pitch outs for some good looks at that three-point shot. Illinois Wesleyan had a hard time guarding the Thunder in half number 1. So we'll see if we can keep it up in the second half, or if Illinois Wesleyan will wear them down as they've done to Milliken and Augustana the last couple games.
43-35, our halftime score. Illinois Wesleyan with the lead. When we come back, the Titans will honor a record 10 All-Americans, academic All-Americans, from the 2023-24 academic year. We'll also bring you our Will Square Capital, preserving a legacy spotlight. The first half stats as well. Titans lead by 8 against the Wheaton Thunder. We'll be back after this timeout. Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Ranks top 10 all-time among Division III schools and is a top 25 across all divisions with this impressive total. Today we are thrilled to recognize and formally award a school record 10 Titans that earned College Sports Communicators Academic All-American honors during the 2023-24 academic year. Unable to attend today's recognition, a second-team Academic All-American selection and Titans men's golf national champion, Bobby Bobian, and third-team Academic All-American honoree from men's lacrosse, Ethan Hart. Third-team Academic All-America from men's golf, Griffin Pohl. Third-team Academic All-American from women's cross country and track and field, Annalise Judy. Second-team Academic All-American from women's track, Lauren Wong. Second-team Academic All-American from men's swimming, Ethan Lauder. A second-team Academic All-American from women's basketball, Lauren Huber. A first-team Academic All-American men's golfer, Quinn Clifford. First team Academic All-American from women's golf, Emma Thorman. First team Academic All-American from women's golf and the CSC Division III at-large Academic All-American of the Year, Lexi Onsrud. Ladies and gentlemen, our school record 10 Academic All-American honorees from the 2023-24 academic year.
And congratulations to each of our Academic All-American honorees. And we have more coming up here in just a moment. Preserving a Legacy, our halftime segment presented by Will Square Capital, puts a spotlight on the rich history of Illinois Wesleyan basketball and the student athletes that have built the strong tradition of success. Tonight we look back at the career of former Titan great Dylan Overstreet. Overstreet was part of an overtime game between the Titans and Thunder. Sound familiar? Back in the 2014-15 season, played for Illinois Wesleyan from 2011 to 2015, and an overtime bout with Wheaton in his senior year. Overstreet went for 18 points, scoring 8 of the extra period to lift the Titans to a 79-70 victory. For his career, he scored over 900 points, grabbed 340 rebounds, and dished out 391 assists. He sits 5th in program history in assists and 17th in free throw percentage. A native of Paxton, Illinois, Overstreet was a 3-time All-CCIW selection and was recognized as the league's Fred Young Most Outstanding Player as a senior. Overstreet was a multiple-time CCIW Player of the Week selection. He was part of 3 CCIW regular season championship squads, and the Titans posted a remarkable 93-28 overall record. in his freshman and junior seasons, Illinois Wesleyan advanced to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament as Overstreet played a significant role on a pair of teams that have banners hanging inside here at Shirk Center. Overstreet graduated from Illinois Wesleyan with a degree in business administration in 2015. Currently, he's part of the executive team at J.J. Doherty and Associates in Burr Ridge, Illinois. Dylan Overstreet tonight's Preserving a Legacy honoree presented by Will Square Capital. We're here at Shirk Center. Eric Stock with Joel Swanson. Joel's going to take a break here for just a minute, and we're going to talk to two of those academic All-Americans who were honored at center court just a couple of moments ago. Emma Thorman and Lauren Wong, both recent Illinois Wesleyan graduates from just a year ago. First, we'll start with you, Emma. Just thoughts on being recognized here today in front of a packed house here at Shirk Center.
Yeah, it's really great to be back. It's always good to come back here and see a lot of people and reconnect. Like Lauren and I were roommates for 3 years. So it's good to see everyone and come back here, catch a good basketball game. A couple of great Titan basketball teams this year. So it's really good.
And Lauren, how about you?
I mean, I think she hit it right on the spot. That's exactly what I was going to say, too. It's nice to see everyone.
One thing that is really remarkable is the time and dedication that goes into being a student athlete in the truest sense of the word when you were here at Illinois Wesleyan. I'd like for both of you to reflect on that. How were you able to balance that and to be successful at a high level in both dimensions?
Yeah, I think staying busy is something that was really beneficial to me, and I think Division III allows you to do that in so many different capacities. Academically, I got a really good degree from Illinois Wesleyan. Athletically, I had a really great experience. Had a lot of team success, which was always super fun. I got to work for athletic communications for 4 years, which was awesome. And I think all of those things together really, helped me and helped me in whatever I do down the road. I think staying busy and getting to do all of those things was really beneficial in all sectors. You
have to enjoy staying busy to do all of that, play the sports, participate in this dimension of athletics, and still, go to class. There's that too.
Right.
and to do it at a high level. Yeah. Lauren, how about you?
I think you're just really able to surround yourself with a lot of really amazing people here, So, like, the track team was awesome, the coaches, your roommates, like Emma,
So tell us what you're both doing now.
I'm in graduate school. I'm taking my 5th year at Northern Illinois, playing golf there for my final year and getting my master's in sports management.
And what are you looking to do after that?
Hopefully work somewhere in athletic communications. I had such a great experience here working for Katie and everybody. So she really kind of inspired me to want to do that for a future career.
Absolutely. Yeah, working with Katie Gonzalez, the Sports Information Director, Assistant Athletics Director here, does amazing work to make us look good. So that was a good experience for you.
Yes, absolutely. We're keeping contact all the time, talking about Titan basketball.
Absolutely. Well, of course. Now, Lauren, what about your current and future?
I am down in St. Louis working corporate finance at NISA Investment Advisors right now. So been really good down there.
That's great. How often do you get back to campus?
I was here a lot in the fall watching football, but this is my first time back since then. So.
Well, I'm wondering, I'm sure you have friends who are maybe about that age where they're considered, or maybe family considering where they're going to go for college. What do you tell them to prepare them or to help them make their choice and what they should expect for the next 4 years?
Yeah, I think this award it says a lot about how much you can do as a student athlete, and I think that's if I could go back and tell 17-year-old Emma to pick Illinois Wesleyan, I would do it 100 times out of 100. I was just able to do so many different things here and meet so many incredible people that I'll be friends with for the rest of my life.
Awesome. And Lauren?
Yeah, I think I just tell people that I've met a lot of really cool people and I've made a lot of really good connections, like career-wise or just, on the track team. So.
Well, it's been fun with following your success over the last 4 years, and really remarkable, a school record to have 10 academic All-Americans from the same year. That's really remarkable.
Yeah, I think it just says a lot about the staff that we have here also. Our coaches and our professors when we were here were just incredible and understanding all the time. So I think this is definitely a testament to that, too.
All right, thank you both for joining us, and congratulations. Can we take a look at the plaques? Can we get a close-up of those? There you go. There you go. Emma Thorman and Lauren Wong, 2024 Illinois Wesleyan graduates and academic All-Americans. Congratulations and best of luck in your future endeavors. So I'm sure we'll see you around campus here.
I'll be back.
Alrighty, thank you both. We will step aside here for just a moment at halftime. 43-35 our score. Illinois Wesleyan with the lead. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Go behind the scenes of Titan Athletics with Titan Table Talk, hosted by Tommy Gilbert. With interviews from coaches as well as student athletes, get to know Titan Athletics like never before. A new episode with new guests is posted every Tuesday at 4 p.m. on YouTube, SoundCloud, WESN, and IWSports.com/podcast. Thank you for listening.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
And welcome back to Shirk Center here at Illinois Wesleyan. Eric Stock here with Joel Swanson as the Titans lead 43-35 at the intermission over the Wheaton College Thunder. Looking at the first half stats, Titans did not shoot the ball particularly well. 38% from the floor, 12 of 32, 5 of 21 from 3, so a much higher percentage on two-point baskets, but they did not shoot nearly as many. They were 24% from beyond the arc. 14 of 15 at the free throw line. That's where they did their best damage, 93% of the first half. While the Thunder shot 12 of 28 from the floor for 43%. 7 of 19 from three-point range, 37%, and 4 for 4 at the free throw line. The Titans out-rebounded the Thunder 22-15. The Titans had 6 turnovers, while the Thunder committed 8. Titans led by Nick Roper's 13 points and 5 rebounds. Trey Bazell, 5 points off at the bench. Hakeem Williams, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Harrison Wilmson, 5 points, 4 boards. Josh Fridman, 3 points, 2 boards. Mason Funk, 3 and 2. Carlo Kolak, 3 points. And Jackson Eagle with a 2. Nathan Bolt has not scored. And for the Thunder, led by Kyan Vanderwood, averaging about 6 points a game coming in. He has 13 already. Soren Richardson with 12. Caden Mudd with 5 off at the bench. Jack Spears 3. Kyle Nebbs with a 2. And that's been it, though they have gone to the bench much more frequently than they did in their first matchup a couple of weeks ago. So we'll see if they are able to go the distance here at full strength as we begin the second half, as the Wheaton Thunder shoot the ball at our right side, tapped out of bounds. Good diving effort by Hakeem Williams to knock it out of bounds. Thunder still with the possession as the Titans open their starting 5. Hakeem Williams, Josh Fridman, Mason Funk, Nick Roper, and Harrison Wilmson.
Now, see, the Titans can wear out another opponent. We've kind of seen it the last couple of games. Wore Augustana out in the second half. Finally wore out Milliken down in Decatur. We'll see if they can do that here to Wheaton here this evening.
Now Martin on the right side goes baseline to Richardson as he backs down to the post against Hakeem Williams. Blocked from the side by Roper. They had a foul on the shot attempt by Nebbs. And that's going to be the third on Roper. He got a push-off foul right before the half. And so that's significant. Nick Roper, the Titans' leading scorer today, with his third foul in the opening moments of the second half.
Yeah, that time Nick came around that screen. Pretty good job by Nebbs, curling that cut right there. He must have drawn some contact. It was all ball up top, no doubt about that. Must have been some contact down below.
Now we'll see Nebbs at the line. The first one rattles out there. First miss. He's an 80% free thrower, but unable to make that one. And they've got one more coming. Actually, he's got three. Now Trey Vizell back in for Illinois Wesleyan as Roper goes to the bench. 43-36, and Nebbs gets 2 here.
Wheaton only shot 4 free throws in that first half, 15 for the Titans. Wesleyan was outstanding from the free throw line in half number 1. One of the reasons they were able to build that 8-point lead.
Now high volume as well as they lead here by 6. Mason Funk on the left side, right side to Fridman. Fridman with the jab step to his left, kicks it back out to Funk. Funk will move his way in with a spin. Now to Hakeem Williams. Williams on the drive, bounce pass inside to Harrison to Williamson, who lays it in.
That is good basketball right there. Nice job by Hakeem Williams. Drawn the defender, and Harrison Wilson just kind of sneaking that backside there. Able to put one home.
Williamson now with the 7 to 45-39, opening minute of the second half. Now to Richardson with a spin down deep outside the half circle. Got it blocked by Hakeem Williams.
Now Hakeem, nice job that time.
Lob
get a hand on that basketball.
Ahead to Funk as he tap dances his way inside and scores.
Fridman stole the basketball. This end, Eric, and here come the Titans.
Lead at 10, matching their biggest. Into the corner, back out to Bazell. Top of the key to Williamson, left side to Funk. Titans feeling some momentum here. Out to Bazell with a head fake. Everybody goes up, no shot. Now Funk an open 3. From deep, he buries it.
Yeah, it's time for a timeout here early for Wheaton. It's gotten to 13, and this has kind of been the recipe for the Titans here the last couple of games. We get to halftime and then make a run in the second half.
They were plus 17 against Milliken a week ago, plus 24 in the second half on Wednesday, and now we get the timeout on the putback by Soren Richardson with the bucket. His 14th point. It's now 50-39, but still a tenuous situation here for the Thunder.
Yeah, Hakeem Williams, though, working so hard against Soren Richardson, as you see. Mason Funk splashes home that three-pointer right there, and Eric, that was a deep three that Mason took on that particular play, and knocking it down. But the key for Illinois Wesleyan, especially for Hakeem Williams, is going to be that off-ball defense. Sorensen does a really nice job of getting position. When he catches it 4 or 5 feet away from the bucket, you're going to have a big problem, and that's going to be the key for the Titans, is keeping him away from the basket as much as possible. He is an absolute scorer for Wheaton and can really get the job done and carry them offensively. Right now, an 11-point game. As you said, a tenuous situation here for Wheaton. Really good job by Coach Schauer. Wanting to see the ball go in the basket for his team before he burned the timeout, but just trying to slow down momentum as much as you possibly can if you are the Thunder. Don't want the Titans to be able to make a run here in the second half and really stretch this lead that had gotten out to 13 points.
50-39, Illinois Wesleyan on this pink zone game. They raffled off some great items here at halftime. It's part of the fundraiser for the family of Mary Kate Crouch, including a autographed rookie card from pitcher McCade Brown, a major league pitcher. First pitch of an Illinois Wesleyan baseball game as Mason Funk is racking it up, now in double figures with 10 points.
Yeah, got all the way to the basket. Might have been the easiest basket the Titans have had all night. Straight line drive.
Now Mudd with the tough three from the right side. Comes up with nothing as it bounces out of bounds.
And an early three as well. Well, you can get that shot anytime that you want right there. Still very early in the shot clock.
52-39. Titans now with their biggest lead as they face the 2-3 zone. Right side to Bazell. Bazell backs it up now on the right here to Fridman. To the baseline to Funk. Tees it up top of the key to Bazell. Darts the left side to Hakeem Williams for 3. Off of the front of the rim. Back tap, then out of bounds. I'll say it was touched by the Thunder. That might have been a break there for Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, good job that time by the Titans going short corner.
Philip Brumfield for the Thunder replaces Keaton Mudd.
Now we see Mudd coming out of the game here for the Thunder, and Richardson getting ready to put it in play. 52-39, Illinois Wesleyan. Vanderwood at the top. Swings into the right to Martin. Martin dumping it inside to Richardson. Looking to post up here against Hakeem Williams. The jump hook for two.
Yeah, he is so tough inside, and it's the thing, you can't let him catch it. That's what Coach Rhodes talked about before the game started.
Funk, he's feeling it. A wide right on that shot. Offensive rebound. The putback by Williamson and the foul.
There's Harrison Williamson taking control inside. Going up, getting the basketball, and most importantly, keeping it high. That's the key. Don't bring that basketball down. The smaller players for the Thunder have a shot at it. Nice job using that bulk and that strength inside. And it's just really tough when you are so undersized that Wheaton is to be able to keep up on the boards just with the pure size of Illinois Wesleyan.
Williamson short of the free throw. Vanderwood with the rebound. Williamson has 9 points. The Titans' lead is back to 13 at 54-41. And it's Martin at the top, watched by Fridman. Comes off the screen set by Nebbs at the top. Shovels it right side to Richardson, and a reach in as he was being draped by Hakeem Williams, who picks up his second foul, team's second.
Richardson really making Hakeem work hard out there. We'll see if they can do a better job of playing him off the ball. That's really where it begins. You got to beat him to the spot.
Martin on the right side, now with the left. Brumfield thought about a shot. Three top of the key. Good for Nebbs.
Yeah, nice job by Nebbs coming off that down screen, getting just a little bit of space and dropping it home. Give Wheaton a ton of credit for that lead. Had gotten out to 13 points. Get it back to 10.
Bazell right wing for three. Unable to answer. Williamson gets the rebound. They reset back out to Bazell. On the right to Fridman. Left wing to Hakeem Williams. Funk had it poked away from behind.
Let's see if that is going to be on Richardson right there.
Indeed.
And it is. That's his third. So just something to watch here. Still 16-15 to go in the game. And I just don't think Coach Schauer can afford right now for him to spend any time on the bench here for the Thunder and try to stay in the contest.
54-44, Titans by 10. As Jackson Nego inbounds the ball against the 3-2 zone. Into the corner. Hakeem Williams cuts to the paint, pulls up, pushes up a right-hander and scores.
He thought he got hit on that particular play. Shot still goes down.
And Hakeem has 6, 56-44, Titans. Vanderwood. Now high to Brumfield, a screen for Richardson. Jacks up a tough three, rattles out. Ball rolls away, but Funk there to scoop it up. Now the other way goes to Jackson Nego.
That shot certainly looked like it was right on line, and Richardson might be having one of those nights where he's going to be able to carry that offense.
Hakeem Williams on the left side, cross-court pass to Bazell. He squares, throws up a three. Short, back-tapped, loose, and tracked down, but then kicked out into the backcourt, and Trey Bazell there to clean it up. Hakeem Williams on the drive, cuts to the goal with a right hand, no good. Rebound to Brumfield for the Thunder. Pass stolen by Bazell, got clotheslined by Nebbs on what would have been a breakaway. Nebbs just going for the ball, but that collision kind of jarred Trey's head back a bit.
A nice job by Trey playing that passing lane right there. That's just pure anticipation. Boy, reading the eyes, getting up in that passing lane. Now we see Nebbs goes to the bench here. Also Noah Brumfield as Coach Schauer continues to shuffle players in and out. Just got to keep Richardson on the floor as much as he possibly can.
So Nebbs with his third foul. Carlo Kolak back in for the Titans. Wesley up by 12. Right side, it's Marco Anderson. Double clutches, reverses, and scores off the assist from Hakeem Williams.
Yeah, Richardson couldn't afford to pick up a foul right there. And now we got a carrying violation here on Wheaton. 15:01 now, a 14-point lead, and Coach Schauer is going to take a timeout here, and again, just trying to slow down the momentum.
And I misspoke as Nebbs picked up his fourth foul, so it is all the more dire for the Thunder. And the Titans, remember, in the first seconds of the half, Nick Roper picked up his third foul. He's been on the bench since, and Illinois Wesleyan has been able to not only maintain the lead, but grow it. It's now at a game-high 14.
Yeah, with Noah Hedrick for Wheaton tonight. Boy, that a thin roster gets even thinner for the Thunder, and we'll see if it's going to be a war of attrition here in the end. Right now, the Titans up by 14, and you can just see they have done such a good job of attacking the basket here in the second half. A lot more points in the paint for Illinois Wesleyan. Boy, you look at the first half numbers, the Titans there put up 21 three-point shots in the first half and 11 two-point field goals. So that tells you where everything was in half number one. much better job of getting touches in the paint here in the second half and then getting some nice look from that three-point line on those kickouts. They did a much better job in the last 5 minutes of the first half and a really nice job here to start the second half.
So they had twice as many three-point attempts as twos, yet they made more twos. They shot 64% from under the arc and only 24% from beyond the arc. So it's good to see that they are making a more concerted effort to get the higher percentage shots. And this is the second of actually 4 games here at Shirk Center today as the McLean County Heart of Illinois High School Boys Basketball Tournament, boys and girls, will be played here just as soon as we're done. Funk on the baseline, kicks it out off the fingertips of Carlo Kolak. Now to Akimo, gives the right side to Nigo, squares up for 3 and hits.
That's good to see for Jackson right there. Boy, no hesitation. Straight down the well it goes, and boy, you look up, next thing you know, the Titans up 17 now here with 14 and a half to go.
Nigo now with the 5 points, 61-44. Vanderwood on the right side. And we have a foul away from the ball here.
Right, Vanderwood had a terrific first half for Wheaton. 5 for 9 from the floor, 3 for 6 from that three-point line. And, you're going to stay in the game, maybe pull an upset. Got to have 1 or 2 guys have big nights for you. And Vanderwood had a big first half.
Second foul on Kolak for the Titans and the third team foul. Vanderwood looks for a post feed. Instead, it goes out to Martin. Martin to Richardson. Looking to shake free of Kolak. Swings wide left to Vanderwood with the tough 3. Fading, missed it. Ball caroms, chased down to the corner by Spears. He's doubled in the corner. Kicks it out. Martin, he'll pull up. Foul line jumper, good.
Yeah, nice job that time running it down by Spears. It looked like Mason Funk had that weak side rebound. Just mistimed his jump that time at the rim. And it cost the Titans a bucket.
First basket for Devin Martin, 61-46 Titans. Marco Anderson with the kick. They swing it across. Roper's 3 is short. Spears couldn't get both hands of the ball, picked up by Funk, and he'll drop it. No good. Tapped up a second time. No. Roper got stripped on the follow. The Titans dominating the glass. A couple missed opportunities there, but now they'll get a couple of free throws as Vanderwood picks up his first foul.
And you can see what the Titans have been able to do because Wheaton's a little small on the front side. They're going short corner. They can see right over the top of the defense, kicking the ball over the top on the skip pass to the weak side as Roper knocks down the first free throw. That's been really effective for them, Eric, the last couple of times. And again, because Wheaton doesn't have a lot of size on that front line, boy, the bigger players for the Titans can see right over the top of that zone, and they are really doing a nice job on that skip pass across the top.
Roper 3 of 8 from the field, but 7 of 7, now 8 for 8 from the line as he leads the Titans with 15 points, 63-46.
Now we see the pressure really being ratcheted up by Illinois Wesleyan, getting up in those passing lanes.
Martin swings the ball top of the key to Richardson, back in the left to Vanderwood. Guarded here by Anderson. Now with the drive, left of the lane. Here is Kujaman, had a block by Bolt. Ball tapped out near midcourt. It'll go as a shot clock violation. Will Kumjan, the freshman from Roswell, Georgia, on that 3 with the shot clock winding down that Bolt was able to get a hand on.
Yeah, we talked about Nathan Bolt and his ability to be able to get out and use that length and how that has been so effective for him here in the last 3 or 4 contests. Saw it right there once again.
63-46 Titans. Cross-court pass, Kolak squares for 3 from the corner. Barely draws the net, but kept alive by Bolt. Kolak with the drive with the kick out to Roper for 3. That's off at the front of the 10. Offensive rebound by Anderson, and he sold the contact well as Kumjan picks up the foul.
And notice everything for the Titans now is inside out. Ball's touching the paint, kick out for 3s, getting good looks. Could knock a couple of them down right there, but still good looks at the basket. That's exactly what you want to do against Wheaton. Touch the paint, kick it back out.
Now Nigo will inbound into the corner to Nathan Bolt. Steps up, kicks out to Kolak, side steps, cuts to the goal, scoops, leaves it short. Williamson got a hand on it, gets it back, powers it up, side saddle, missed the shot on the putback, but picked up the foul.
Now the Thunder are just getting worn out up front right now. It's kind of like a team in football who's just controlling the line of scrimmage and just taking it right to you. And that's what the Titans are doing to the Thunder on that front line.
Third foul on Caden Mudd. as it sends Harrison Wilmson to the line for 2. First one rattles home. He has 10 points. 3 for 5 at the line tonight for the 6'10 senior from St. Louis, Missouri. Good on both. 65-46, Illinois Wesleyan on top. Now Vanderwood, left of the lane to Martin. Looks to feed the post. Nothing there. Guarded here by Nigo. As Martin rolls to the right. Crossover dribble. Now into the corner. Kumjan. And back to Martin. Chest pass out to Vanderwood. Arches a 3 and hits it over Wilmson.
Yeah, he's had a really nice game for Wheaton. Again, the big for the Titans trying to get out there on the smaller player. Vanderwood knocked it down right over the top.
He has 16. That's also the lead. A foul away from the ball. Wilmson trying to get set on the baseline and is called for the foul. That's his first, fourth team foul. Jackson Nigo is out for Illinois Wesleyan as Josh Fridman returns.
A game we'll keep an eye on. 8:14 to go, second half. North Park 49, Milliken 47. That game in Decatur, so we'll keep an eye on that one as this one goes along.
Tapped away, they'll say it was off of Martin, out of bounds. Good D by Fridman to force the turnover. Indeed, North Park, one of the teams the Titans are tied with atop the CCIW, while Carthage is up 9 midway through the second half at home against Augustana.
Now we saw Augustana here on Wednesday. Titans were able to take a 6-point halftime lead and really take it to them in half number 2.
Fridman's left wing 3, no good. Tipped offensive rebound, Roper. Roper looks to go back up. And he got hit from behind by Vanderwood.
Well, right now, the best offense for Illinois Wesleyan has been shoot the basketball, get it up on the rim, and let the bigs go back up and get it. It's really been working for them here in the second half.
Second foul here on Vanderwood as it sends Roper back to the line. He has 15 points. Now Nebbs back in with 4 fouls.
And Noah Hedrick is in as well. The 6'4 senior is going to see some action here for Wheaton. You can see a pretty heavily bandaged right wrist for Hedrick, but the first minutes he's seen tonight.
Yeah, certainly key for the Thunder to not have him in the lineup as one of their leading scorers. Coming in averaging 13 points a game, and Roper makes the first of a 1 in bonus. Then again, it is also an opportunity for younger guys to step up on a team that is also very young across the board, as they are building for future seasons. Roper missed the second, but they get the rebound. Another offensive board for the Titans. Now Kolak on the right side, out high to Roper. Roper the drive and dish. Kolak, right wing 3, ball, got it.
There's one going down for Illinois Wesleyan. They've had a lot of good looks here over the last few moments. Haven't been able to knock him down, but they have just killed the Thunder on the boards.
Now a 20-point lead for the Titans. They get 4 points on that trip. Pass thrown behind the intended target. Kumjan it out of bounds to Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, there's that ball pressure for the Titans. We talked about that in the pregame. It can wear you down. It might not be the first 10 minutes of the contest, but their ability to be able to throw fresh legs at you consistently throughout the game, well, it gets hard to be able to keep up.
Now Kolak at the right side, back up top to Fridman. On the left to Hakeem Williams. They work it around the perimeter again. Fridman left side to Hakeem as he goes baseline. Looking on the cut into Bolt, off his fingertips. Turnover to Richardson. Under 11 minutes to go. Richardson puts on the brakes, maintains the dribble. Left side to Mudd. Chest pass right side to Nebbs with a contested 3. Drew contact of the foul against Bolt. On the closeout from the side, Bolt picks up the foul, and Kyle Nebbs will shoot 3 free throws.
Titans are plus 17 on the boards here so far in the contest, and boy, it has been really heavy, especially here in the second half, as Wheaton's had a hard time keeping up on the rebounds. It was plus 7 at half, plus 10 on the boards for the Titans in half number 2.
Second time Nebbs is fouled on a 3-point attempt. He made 2 of 3 earlier. Makes the first of 3 here, now with 8 points.
Now, he's a player you got to get out on, absolutely. Can really shoot the basketball. Coming in 126 3-point attempts, just 30 2-point attempts on the season. So you can see where his game is.
Looking for the trifecta, misses the third, and Hakeem Williams with the rebound. 69-51. Titans with the lead. Right side, Kolak. Now to Bolt. Left of the lane to Hakeem Williams. On the drive, jump past the baseline. Wilmson under the goal, turns and scores.
Yeah, well done as Williams on the dribble there with a nice pass to the corner.
71-51, corner three, another foul. Bolt was charging toward Vanderwood. And for the second straight trip, a foul on a three-point attempt. That will send Vanderwood to the line. And now Bolt has 3 fouls. So Vanderwood with the 16 points tonight, but only a 49% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one rattles out.
Now Wheaton now 8 out of 11 from the free throw line tonight. And the Titans 19 out of 22 from the line. Huge advantage there for Illinois Wesleyan.
Second of 3 goes for Vanderwood. He has 17 points on the night to lead all scores. And he gets 2 of 3 here. 71-53, Titans on top as Josh Fridman brings it up.
And Wheaton will stay in that 2-3 zone, and part of that is it's been effective in the past for them, but just got to protect the foul trouble that they're in right now with key guys.
Hakeem Williams on the dribble drive, cross court underneath. It goes to Wilmson. Got stripped as he rose for the shot. Nebbs with the steal. Now to Richardson. Richardson in the paint. He'll pull up, foul line jumper, gets the bounce.
Really difficult shot right there. Did a nice job creating a little space off the dribble. Gets Wheaton back within 16, and we'll see if the Thunder can make a run here before this game is done.
Right wing Kolak for 3. Too strong. Richardson the rebound. Titans settling for some long-range shots. Richardson steps into one in transition, missed it. Wilmson falls down after he got the rebound. And looks like a foul here against the Thunder. And
Kyle Nebbs picked that one up right there.
That's going to be it for him.
It's one of those situations where you just got to have him on the floor.
So Nebbs fouls out, the junior from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Exits with 9 points. And Devin Martin back in. Noah Hedrick also on the floor here for Coach Mike Shower's team, as Wilmson goes back to the line here, a 1 bonus. And first one off the back rim, back tapped out to Nick Roper. Titans set up on the right side here with an 18-point lead. Top of the key to Wilmson, directs the left side to Hakeem Williams. Swings it out to Funk, lines up a 3, got it.
Yeah, Mason got a really good look, but it's Hakeem Williams. Just that little bit of dribble penetration draws those 2 guards up top, and that leaves Funk open for that three-point shot. And that's a fairly deep three-point shot as well. That's not an easy shot to be able to make, and he knocks it home.
Funk has 13 on the night, a 74-55 lead as we come up on 9 minutes to go. Richardson on the cut to Hedrick off his fingertips, and they'll say it was off of Funk, evidently. It'll stay with the blue and orange of the Thunder as Wilmson goes out for Illinois Wesleyan. And Marco Anderson is back in.
You can see that curl cut that Wheaton is so good at. Ball was thrown inside there, and now nice job by Anderson getting a hand on that one.
Tips it and steals it. Fridman flips the ball ahead to Roper for the layup.
Oh, nice job by Fridman right there. I think he saw him out of his peripheral vision, and Roper was coming hard to the glass, and Nick able to lay it home.
18 points for Nick Roper to lead the Titans, 76-55. Biggest lead for the Titans. Hedrick top of the circle against DeMarco Anderson. Roams to the right, leans in, takes it up hard, missed it. And Fridman grabs the rebound. Fridman in transition. Fridman a 4-on-3. The lob for Roper. Couldn't put it home off the catch, but kept it alive. Now Roper in the corner, no shot. Titans will take their time now here against the 2-3. Right side Roper, corner 3 ball, yes.
A really nice job by Hakeem Williams. Where the fast break was going. It's time and score, right? Gets it back out, controls the offense, gets it to Roper in the corner, knocks down the 3, but really nice job by the senior.
21 for Roper. He had 29 in their first win. Let's count on 2 more, shall we? Roper the throwdown.
That's exactly what Nick loves right there, getting out that open court, a left hand, thunder flush.
He had 29 in the win against Wheaton on his birthday. He's got some more celebrating to do today with a 23-point performance. And the Titans in control by 26.
Now this latest push now has really put this one away here this evening as Illinois Wesleyan again, second half push the last 3 nights. It was late against Milliken and early against Augustana and Wheaton.
It was an 8-point game at the break. The Thunder got it down to 7. Nick Roper picked up his 3rd foul. It looked like the momentum could go the other way, but it's been anything but. Right wing 3-ball, Mason Funk comes up short. And as the shot clock expires, Hedrick takes it away for the Thunder. 81-55. Maud on the right side to Vanderwood. Now with 7 minutes to go. Vanderwood, left-hand dribble, guarded here by Fridman. Now on the wing to Hedrick. Hedrick with a handoff to Martin. Martin slashing left baseline, the scoop, the score, and the foul.
Right, the easiest basket the Thunder have had all night right there. Defensive breakdown for the Titans. Haven't been many, though, here tonight as Hedrick will come back. Will come out of the game after seeing his first action for Wheaton. And also then Richardson will head to the bench as well with 6:53 to go. And we're going to get a timeout here by the Thunder.
As the Titans lead 81-57, we'll be back in a moment. Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here.
Illinois Wesleyan up 81-57 with 6:53 to go in the second half here at Shark Center on Pink Zone night. The Titan women handled the Thunder earlier today, 93-57, as the Titans match their program best 18-0 start to the season. Ava Bardick led the Titans with 19 points. Still close down to the wire at the Griswold Center. North Park leads Milliken by 4, 54-50. Carthage getting a battle with Augustana, 62-56, with 6.5 minutes to go. And North Central and Elmhurst are tied at 59, with 2.5 minutes to go in Naperville. So this is the only game that seems to be pretty well in check, as Devin Martin converts a 3-point play. Hakeem Williams picked up his 3rd foul before the break. He's out of the game. Jackson Nego at the point, along with Mason Funk, Trey Bazell, Nick Roper, and Marco Anderson. Right side to Roper, squares for the shot, doesn't pull the trigger. Back out to Nego, right side to Roper, as he surveys the floor. On the left to Bazell. Back up top to Nego, 7 to shoot. Left side to Bazell. Now at the foul line. Funk turns, fires, and scores.
Can't do any better than that. That was kind of the shot the Titans struggled with at King Arena. Little high post look right there. 15-foot turn and straight down.
Funk with 15 points. 83-58. Titans with the lead. Now on the left, Spears.
They got a foul coming up here.
I guess it was away from the
It's
ball.
Illinois Wesleyan. Yeah, it was on the curl cut. As Martin made that curl down the lane, Ego bumped him. And Martin will head to the line here. Again, that's really difficult to defend, and Wheaton does it so well. Down screen, cross screen. You got an option to fade or curl as Martin knocks in the first free throw. And those sharp curls, though. And then, boy, you curl a guy a couple times, and then you start to fade him a little bit coming off of that. Second free throw, no good.
1 of 2 for Martin. He has 6 points. Nego picked up the foul, by the way. Carlo Kolak in for Illinois Wesleyan with 6 minutes to go. And the Titans up comfortably here by 24. Bazell on the right side. Now playing catch up with Kolak. Left side to Nego. Cross squirts the ball to Kolak once again. Out high to Bazell. Left side to Nego. Shot clock at 5. Right side, Kolak with the head fake, moving his way inside. Gets it inside to Funk. He'll push up a right-hander as the shot clock winds down and he scores.
Yeah, attacking that baseline right there. And Mason Funk has had a really nice second half here for Illinois Wesleyan.
17 points for Mason Funk as Illinois Wesleyan here leads 85-59 off the miss. Carlo Kolak there for the Titans.
And right now you got Wilmson on the bench, Williams on the bench, Roper on the bench. That may be the end of their night. Fridman also on the bench. Got Shane Miller coming in here. Eric.
Top of the key, Nigo swings the left side to Bazell. Now with 5 minutes to go. Nathan Bolt also getting ready to check in. Kolak about to Nigo. He squares for three. In and out. Martin rebounds for the Thunder. Under 5 minutes to go. Dangerous pass nearly stolen. Vanderwood able to corral it. Gets into the paint. Drew the foul on the dribble drive.
Now Vanderwood's had a really good night for Wheaton here so far. 18 points in the contest. They've got 18 from Vanderwood, 18 from Richardson. So you can see where the vast majority of their points have come from so far this evening. But right away, Vanderwood got off to a nice start. Free throw up and good right there. Knocked down the first couple shots. Really built some good confidence out there for the 6'4 freshman. And we knew that Illinois Wesleyan was going to have to match up one of their bigs on one of these smaller players for Wheaton. Vanderwood got that matchup most of the game, and he's done a nice job taking advantage of it.
19 for Vanderwood, off of the mark on the left. Looks like we have a lane violation here. Now Noah Hedrick back in for the Thunder as Spears goes to the bench. 85-60. Titans here with the lead. And Vanderwood off the mark on the second. Kolak rebounds for the Titans. As they put the finishing touches on this one, senior guard Shane Miller from Springfield is now in. Chest pass baseline to Wilmson. Double clutches, pushed from behind, missed it but fouled. Looks like he got hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, definitely got hit on the backside right there, going to the basket.
Fourth foul on Soren Richardson.
Yeah, for the Titans tonight, 23 from Roper, 17 from Mason Funk. Wilmson's got 13, trying to make it 14 and 15 right here. Talking about guys on that front line, and a free throw up and no good right there. But boy, the front line for the Titans just wore out Wheaton.
Wilmson with 13 points and 9 rebounds to lead Illinois Wesleyan. They've been plus 23 on the boards in this contest.
Yeah, remarkable.
They got the bounce of the second one to give him 14 on the night.
And that's been a problem for the Thunder all year, that minus 9.5 rebound margin by average on the season for Wheaton. So it has been a significant issue for them all season. It's been a glaring problem for them tonight.
Yeah, just undersized against just about everybody as Richardson got fouled from behind by Kolak.
Yeah, they certainly have been undersized throughout the season. Yeah, it's funny as you look at the numbers for the Thunder, especially in this losing streak. 3 really competitive games they've had. The Titans they lost to in overtime. North Park a 3-point game. And also Carthage just a 7-point game. Milliken 3 points the other night. Well, we're behind double digits in the second half and able to rally down the stretch against the Big Blue to make that a contest in the end. Going to fall short here against Illinois Wesleyan tonight and push that losing streak to 12 games now for the Thunder.
It was November 23rd, win against Olivet over 2 months ago now. Brady Keel, the 6'6 sophomore from St. Louis, is now into the game for Coach Rose's team as Richardson gets both free throws.
Thunder got off to a 3-3 start at the beginning of the season. It certainly has been a struggle for them ever since.
And Coach Mike Schauer, 399 career wins. That will hold at least a couple more days as Brady Keel's turnaround is no good.
And Coach Schauer knew he was going to have a young team coming into the season.
Well, they were picked for last in the CCIW, which just is hard to fathom.
Yeah, almost baffling. As good as this program has been for so many years, and they've had some down seasons, but they will definitely be back.
Especially with a lot of these guys who are just gaining that experience now as Richardson misses the 3. We're going to be seeing possibly the same roster here in 3 years and think, wow, this could be a powerhouse, another contender atop the CCIW. at least for another 2 years with the Soren Richardson out there.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Richardson might be the leading scorer in the league by the time the season's done, and he's got a couple more years.
Keel's turnaround is short. Hedrick rebounds for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's good to see Keel on the floor here, getting some minutes.
Hedrick knifes inside, has it blocked by Nathan Bolt. Back to the other way. Shane Miller, 2-on-2, jump step, scoop and score for the senior Shane Miller.
Hopping across the lane right there. As Wheaton coming back the other way. The Titans now with the lead ballooning to 26.
Now Martin at the foul line, pulls up, fading from 13 and hits.
Good job creating some space right there. Taking that one right over the top of Jackson Nego, and now Wheaton's going to get a couple more subs in the game, and we'll see if Coach Schauer starts to dip pretty deep into his bench here with 2.5 to go.
88-64, Illinois Wesleyan in command here late in the game. Kolak left side to Shane Miller. Looks for a target. Now Miller shuffling with the basketball, taking their time. Now Kolak knifing between two defenders, slashing inside. The ball hit off the shoulder of Keel and a turnover to Hedrick. Back the other way to Richardson with a 2-on-3. Richardson into the paint, blocked from behind by Bolt, out of bounds. Still Thunder possession with a 2:04 to go. So we do have a couple substitutions for the Thunder as Caden Mudd returns along with Nathan Clark, who had some first half action.
Had a good look at Nathan Bolt, wiping that one right off the glass that time from Soren Richardson, using that 6'10 frame. And now Coach Rowe's going to go deep into that bench as a Wheaton 3 goes down right there. Noah Broomfield, the 6'4 freshman.
Now we'll have a rolling timeout here as we see Dylan Schmidt, the 6'4 sophomore from Johnsburg, come in, along with Alex Miller, 6'5 freshman from Downers Grove North, and Alex Schmitz, a 6'5 freshman from Barrington, Illinois.
Doesn't look like the upset's going to happen in Decatur. 63-56 North Park. Under a minute to go in that contest. So looks like the Vikings are going to win on the road here this evening.
Corner three, Miller comes up short. That was Alex Miller on that one. Now with a minute 30 to go. Mudd on the right side. Swings the top of the key to Hedrick. Back to Mudd. Mudd coming off the screen. Now to Vanderwood. Leans in on Keel. Doesn't shoot. Now the drive by Clark. Clark weaving. Gives it up. Vanderwood on the left side. 9 to shoot. Vanderwood has had the hot hand for much of the game. Into the paint. Tries to get up and under. He'll turn over Keel, and he got contact, a foul on Keel. Nice job with the footwork. Stuck with him, but some contact on the shot.
68-67. Carthage leads Augustana. That's a 1-point game. 2:48 to go. Second half, 68-67. Carthage with a 1-point lead. So it looks like, Eric, that one's going right down to the wire in Kenosha.
Well, still 3 one-loss teams at the halfway point of the season as Vanderwood misses the first of 2. Titans will be back here for the last of a 3-game homestand against Carroll on Wednesday night before they go back out on the road and play at Elmhurst a week from today. As Vanderwood makes 1 of 2 now with 20 points. And the margin is 20 with a minute to go. Right side, Schmidt lines up a 3, spins out. Offensive rebound, Schmidt's the putback for 2.
Right place, right time. They're going to put one back home right there, and the Titans hit 90 here with under a minute to go.
90-68. Al Vanderwood on the right side. Watched here by Alex Miller. Gets the ball out of the wing to Brumfield. Hands back to Vanderwood. Arches a 3. Spins off. Karam's in the corner. Tracked down by Brumfield. Clark on the left side to Vanderwood. Unloads it to Hedrick at the foul line. Kicks in the corner to Mudd. Hassled by Miller. Poked it away out of bounds. It'll still be Thunder possession. 18.3 on the clock for the game. Into Mudd. Mudd swings a wide right to Hedrick. A tough contested 3. Spins out. Rebound Alex Miller. And the Titans can dribble off of the final seconds of this one. And they will cruise to victory as Shea Miller dribbles out the final seconds.
8-point halftime lead for Illinois Wesleyan. And once again, the explosion to start the second half. And been able to open up a comfortable lead and cruise home a 22-point win for the Titans.
Illinois Wesleyan now 8-1 in CCIW play and 16-2 overall as they hand the Thunder a 12th consecutive defeat. They drop to 3-15 on the year, and now 0-9 in the CCIW. Our postgame comes up next. We'll hear from Coach Ron Rose and a player guest as well. 90-68, Illinois Wesleyan wins it. Back in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Carlo Kolak, 6. Nathan Bolton did not score. Brady Heel did not score. Marco Anderson, 7. Alex Schmitz, 2. The Titans were 11 scoring.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And welcome back here to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan. Eric Stock here with Joel Swanson as we continue on our post-game show. A decisive victory today for the Titans, 90-68 over the Wheaton Thunder. Our player guest tonight is Harrison Wilmson at a game in which Illinois Wesleyan won the battle of the boards by 22. Pretty remarkable. It seemed fitting to have one of the Titans' bigs on here today. Just your thoughts, first of all, on the win today against the Thunder.
Yeah, I thought, well, thank you for having me, Eric. It's always a pleasure to be up here. I thought we played really well. I feel like there's some games where you can look back and, you just hit that state where, you just play and you have fun and, everything's clicking. And I think that's, this game could be characterized as, one of those games. All the credit to Wheaton. They always play so hard. They were so physical. All the respect in the world to their coaches, because every year that I've been here, it's been such a great opportunity to compete against them. But tonight, the boards was a major emphasis. We're bigger, we're stronger. We have to act like it when we get on the court and compete. Credit to my teammates for attacking the boards, and it was a great game, and I thought we played really well as a team.
Harrison, obviously the zone gave you some problems up in Wheaton. Must have been an emphasis this week. How'd you feel like you guys played against the zone tonight?
I thought we played really well. I thought we executed. Later in the game, the ball seemed to be finding, the open person, which is what you always want in a zone. But that first game against Wheaton, it was, kind of slapped you in the face because we kind of knew that we'd probably see a lot of zone going forward. But we've been practicing it a lot. All the credit to the amazing coaching staff. They put us in, they incorporate, into practice, zone principles, and we work on it. And I'd like to speak on, White Squad, which is like the JV team. Without them, we would not be where we are today. And, a lot. I said this on the Titan Table Talk, but we're heavily, the seniors lean on the underclassmen in this team. They do an amazing job of, upholding, the rich history of, IWU on your chest. And, all the credit to them for putting us, in great positions during practice to succeed on the court.
Talk about your role in attacking the zone. A lot of short corner, kind of sitting on that backside. So what does that look like, and what is your perspective on that?
Yeah, tonight especially, a major emphasis at halftime was playing behind the zone. I mean, you look at our team, we have so many skilled, perimeter players who can attack the gaps, get to the heart, as we call it. And then it's just my job, being a big 6'10" basketball player to just, find an opening. And then once I get it, just finish it, go up strong. So all the credit, to my teammates for, hitting the gaps hard, getting their zone out of order. And then my job was just to, put a period on it and capitalize. So I thought they did a really good job.
I'm sure part of that period is also getting to the weak side board as well, because that's usually where that rebound's going to be most of the time.
Yep. Coach Rose preaches that. And, we have, I think, the best rebounder I've ever, played with in Marco Anderson. So, being able to learn from him, like there's just balls where he gets and you're like, holy crap, how do you do that? And then he's just always in the right position. So, I'm trying to, be more like him in that way. And, it's special when you have, those types of relationships on a team where you can just continuously improve.
Well, you had 9 boards yourself here tonight. Not bad. Anyone who goes by Rodman or is called Rodman, they're going to be a pretty good rebounder. So that's a good person to emulate yourself after.
Definitely, yes.
One more question, Harrison, on the defensive end. Obviously, you guys have a major size advantage, but it also leaves one of your bigs guarding a smaller player.
Yeah.
Talk about the challenge sometimes where you're basically playing a team that has 5 guards on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. They put us in a tough spot. And you always know that when you're going to play Wheaton, the practices leading up to it, definitely as a big, you're like, okay, I better, stretch a little more before this practice because, I'm going to be in a defensive stance a lot and I'm going to be running, try to, run around screens and, guard the three-point line. But, that's just something I've been trying to, I feel like when I was recruited, I was an athlete and, sometimes, when you go to a new place, you kind of, lose some principles. But the coaching staff has always said, you're an athlete, Harrison. Continuously, act on it, display it. So like the belief in that I can do it. I didn't guard it that well, but I think it just adds a whole new dynamic. When you're bigs. Like Marco, me, Brady, Bolt are active and can move and defend. So that's the whole emphasis really.
Speaking of being an athlete, going back to your high school days, I'm not sure everybody here is aware of this, but you were a quarterback in high school. I don't know that you were quite 6'10" at that point, but what was that like as a quarterback in high school, and how did that prepare you for playing college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, those were some of the best days. When you're on a team, when you're, football is just a different sport. It's the camaraderie, everything about it, hard hitting, physical. But I would say, it definitely, I feel like, a big part of my role on this team is, physical. The team always, I feel like the team we're going against always has to, worry about, how physical, it's going to be down low. So that's kind of the linkage that, I've kind of brought to from football to basketball, and then just being a facilitator. I've always loved it, and I take pride in it. Being unselfish, giving the ball to playmakers. But yeah, yeah.
It's interesting, the analogy when we think of the quarterback in football was the point guard in basketball, but yet you kind of embrace some of those characteristics from a completely different position.
Yeah. And I think that's, something that's unique. And, unique things are always good things. And, I think it adds a new depth to the team. But, sometimes, I might be a little too unselfish and, I need to just go up with it. But, that's just part of it. But, all the credit, to my wonderful team. I love those guys. I love the coaching staff. Every day is a blessing to play in the Shirk Center. Thank you for everyone who came out. I mean, it means the world to us athletes, to have a community behind us. And let's keep this thing going.
Indeed. Carol's here Wednesday night?
Yes, sir. Yep. Let's get ready for Carol. Let's finish this 3-game stretch at the Shirk Center with an exclamation mark.
Thanks for the time, as always. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you here in a couple of days.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You bet. That's Illinois Wesleyan senior Harrison Williamson, 14 points, 9 rebounds in the Titan victory tonight over the Wheaton Thunder, 90 90-68 the final. We'll await Coach Rose here in just a couple of minutes as they are actually clearing the floor out here today at Shirk Center for the Heart of Illinois McLean County Tournament Championship games. Now, they typically have these on opposite weekends when the Titans are on the road, but not the case this year. Eureka and GCMS are going to play the girls' game in just a little bit, and then the boys' game later has Tri-Valley against El Paso Gridley in the nightcap here at the HOI tournament. 90-68 the final. Illinois Wesleyan wins it. We'll take another timeout and be back with more in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on 88.1 WESN and IWSports.com.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Go behind the scenes of Titan Athletics with Titan Table Talk, hosted by Tommy Gilbert. With interviews from coaches as well as student athletes, get to know Titan Athletics like never before. A new episode with new guests is posted every Tuesday at 4 p.m. on YouTube, SoundCloud, WESN, and IWSports.com/podcast. Thank you for listening.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not...
Great conversation.
Yes. Welcome back here to Shirk Center. Illinois Wesleyan wins it 90-68 over the Wheaton Thunder. Joined now by Coach Ron Rose. Boy, this is 3 games in a row where a light switch comes on in the second half. It was a close game at the break. 8 points. Nick Roper just gets his 3rd foul. So maybe the game could go a different direction, but you guys really found your groove in the second 20 minutes.
Well, it is amazing how a couple shots go in, you capture momentum, and this team, once we captured a little momentum, you know, a common thing in basketball, when you get 3 straight stops, people call it a kill. So we kind of track those, and when you can get 3 straight stops, and then I think for the 3rd straight game, our defense created some offense. We were able to get out in transition, and then once we have that lead, I just thought we played much freer, much looser, especially against that zone. And certainly, we had a huge size advantage, and I thought Wheaton really played incredibly hard, but that's hard to do over 40 minutes. 6'10" is still 6'10" after 40 minutes.
Soren Richardson, you talked about the first key was we can't let him get the ball in certain spots, and that certainly was the key against that young man. He catches it 5-6 feet, you're in trouble. They push him off the block and much more effective.
Yeah, he can really score, can he? And he can score in a variety of ways. We kind of made the decision, try to deny him the basketball. It's tough though. Wheaton runs their traditional motion offense where you're cutting back door. If you try to deny a pass, they get a layup, and we didn't want to give up layups. And if you saw at halftime, I don't know what it ended up. They had four points in the paint. We would have liked to have gotten to a couple shooters, but our thought was don't give them anything in the paint. And then over 40 minutes, you hope you can get it. I thought they had too many threes first half. How many did they end up with?
10.
10. It's 7.5.
Yeah, there's a big difference. And so I thought our guys did a good job, but you're right. Soren Richardson is a tremendous basketball player.
I thought Wheaton probably does a good job as anybody at using the curl cut and using the fade. And just talk about trying to help your guys be able to defend both of those things. That is really difficult.
It is really hard. And you look at it, and they have 5 guys. It's a 5-man motion. They're constantly cutting and screening, and that was the other thing at halftime we talked about. We were running into too many screens. Now, it's hard not to,
right?
But you don't want to run into a screen which knocks you off balance, which created some of the threes. But they run that lot of elbow screens, stagger doubles, and we just try to always talk about keep the game in front. Keep your man in front of you. Don't let him get behind you, because you watch some teams play, and they're shooting layup, and combine it with threes. Now they're dicing you. And so you got to kind of pick and choose what you're willing to give up against an offense as effective as that.
Attacking the zone, second half. Boy, the short corner was so effective, and then the short corner to the skip to the opposite wing. Got some great looks off of that.
They were really loading up the strong side block, whether against our man, when they played man or zone. It was tough to get the ball to the high post or the block because they were loading it. So the skip pass was there, and it was especially there, as you mentioned, once you could flatten the zone or have it collapse. They were wanting, because we had such a huge size advantage, they wanted to make it very crowded in the paint. And that's what, the second half, if you don't make some threes, it just gets tighter and tighter. Once we made a few and got moving, then it kind of opened up a bit.
You've talked about letting the guys kind of play free a little bit, but when you get to the point where you've taken so many threes and maybe fewer paint touches, what is that conversation like then as maybe you're getting into the huddle?
Early in the game especially, we were getting stops, so we were kind of going in transition, but we weren't setting anything up. And boy, it's hard for a coach, because we considered calling a timeout. Do we need? But the ball was moving, and that, I think, for this team, when the ball moves, you can see, especially like the last couple games, when that ball starts moving in the second half and we start finding open people, you end up taking more rhythm shots. But it is tough. You got to make threes to open it up, but you don't want to take a bunch of threes. The first game, in the first 2 minutes, every starter had taken a three. Five out of our first 6 or 7 shots were from behind the arc, which is great when they go in. And we didn't shoot a very high percentage the first half. Did we shoot any better the second half from behind the arc?
Worse, actually. No, a little bit better. 29% of the second half, 26 for the game.
And we have capable shooters. And, I think, just like you mentioned, we're trying to open up and have them play freer, worry less about it when you're open, catch it ready to shoot. And I thought that was the first half, actually. We had some guys, a tremendous shooter, Josh Fridman, passed up some really good looks. That's hard of as a freshman point guard. He's wanting to move the ball and get into stuff. But one time when we took him out, we said, hey, Josh, you're open. Shoot that ball. And so I thought we did a better job. And then the very end, we really moved the basketball and able to open it up, get to the high post.
One of the impressive things, and there's so many impressive things about Hakeem Williams, defense, rebounding, attacking the glass, but also when you kind of get up the floor and guy who needs to set the offense, Hakeem does a great job of understanding, hey, this is where we're at, time and score, hey, let's pull this thing out and let's run something. That's a senior leader that you got out there.
Yeah, he's a really smart player and had 10 assists tonight.
Yeah.
And that is something that I think early in the game he turned the corner, got 2 feet down, went up and finished strong in the paint. You do that a couple times. Now they drew help. And I thought our post guys, I think a lot of assists were to Harrison and Marco, were doing a great job of moving off that penetration. And Hakeem is he's having a great senior year and getting better.
Yeah, he is.
Mason Funk, a player that seems to score in bunches. I think he got a basket late in the first half on an acrobatic and one, and it seemed to unlock something in him.
Yeah.
He ends up with 17.
Yeah, and during when Rope got his third foul, I think that's when Mason got really cooking. He hit a couple in a row. And what Mason has become really adept at is, a lot of people call them 50-50 plays. The ball's out there, whether it's an offensive rebound or on the floor, and either guy can get it. Mason's been getting it a lot. He's got long arms. He has a natural instinct. He reads things. He's getting great offensive rebounds and getting his hands on a lot of basketballs. And we say we've done a better job of defense leading to offense. Big part of it is Mason getting his hands on basketballs and creating things for everybody else with his hustle plays.
It is amusing watching him on defense where you can anticipate someone driving to the basket with him at the side and you're thinking, that's not going to end well for you. And it never does.
Well, we got several guys like that. Nathan Bolt. There were a couple times the guy turned the corner, went in, and against most teams, they probably at the rim get the ball off the backboard. Suddenly you got 6'10", and we talked about it last game. Nate's impacting the game in a lot of different ways, and he's doing that. Nick Roper does that. Hakeem does that. Now, we don't want to foul the jump shooter. We did that too much tonight. And that's that fine balance of contesting and blocking shots. But we're a really good shot-blocking team. You don't want to take that away, but we don't want to foul shooters on the perimeter, certainly.
Coach, is it hard to take time in the grind to enjoy the team and just how well this team is playing at this point of the season?
Well, yeah, it is hard to.
It is.
Let me say this. I love coaching this team. I've loved coaching every single team. I've had the opportunity to coach, but you're in the next moment. Right now we're thinking about Saturday. And Carroll comes in and they're shooting the heck out of it and they scare the death. But I do enjoy coaching the team. I do enjoy these young men a lot in terms of enjoying the wins. You're on to the next one, and there'll be time after the season to sit back and reflect. But it is a fun group, isn't it? I mean, they're kind of like a sitcom. You look at the best sitcoms; they have a bunch of characters that you can relate to.
Yep.
We've got a lot of players, a lot of characters on our team that are just fun to cheer for and you can relate to, and so it's a really good basketball team and a really good group of young men.
Maybe the sitcom would be called Good Times. That's what it feels like for this team this year.
Well, we call it Fat Cat, and we don't want to be Fat Cat and feeling too good about ourselves.
Right.
This team plays better with an edge. I thought the last 5 minutes was a great example of that. We got to 10 points again, and then we gave up, I think, 10 or 12 points in the last 5 minutes. We just relax a little bit where our size, athleticism aren't impacting the game. So let's not brag about these boys too much yet, but it's a great group of kids.
There will be time. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you back here on Wednesday night against Carroll.
And I got to brag about you guys. Just in the last 12 hours, talking to some recruits' parents and some of our supporters have all talked about what a great job you guys do. Unsolicited, even though I'm singing your praises a lot, they both said, man, those guys are great. They are professionals, and you guys absolutely are best in the business. We really appreciate you guys.
Well, we need to solicit a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah, well, I don't want you fat cat either. You got to play the next game. Don't get a big head on me.
All right, I'll try not. Thanks, Coach Rose. 90-68, the Titans win it here decisively over the Wheaton Thunders. They moved to 16-2 on the year. Let's review the final numbers here before we wrap things up. Nick Roper, 23 points, 7 rebounds in the Titan win. Mason Funk with 17 on the night. They were 2 of 3 in double figures. Harrison Williamson, 14 points and a team-high 9 rebounds. Hakeem Williams had 6 points, 6 boards, and 10 assists tonight. He had a plus 28 margin on the floor tonight. Marco Anderson, 7.6 rebounds. Carlo Kolak had 6 points, 4 boards. Jackson Nego next up with 5. Josh Friedman had 3 points. Shane Miller had 2. Alex Schmitz had 2. Nathan Bolt didn't score but had 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocked shots. Brady Keel, Dylan Schmidt, and Alex Miller also played but did not score. The Titans shot 43% from the floor, better in the second half, 30 of 70 overall, 10 of 38 from 3 for 26%, 20 of 25 at the line for 80%. Titans out-rebounded Wheaton 50-28, plus 22. Titans had 10 turnovers while the Thunder had 15. Thunder had 2 men with 20 apiece. Kyan Vanderwood to go with 8 rebounds, and Soren Richardson had 20 points. Kyle Nebbs had 9 before he fouled out. Devin Martin had 8. Caden Mudd had 5. Jack Spears and Noah Brumfield both had 3. Christian Veers, Nathan Clark, Will Coomjohn, and Noah Hedrick all did not score. Thunder shot 40% from the floor for the game, 21 of 52, 10 of 31 from 3 for 32%, 16 of 22 at the charity stripe for 73%. 12 straight losses for the Thunder. They dropped to 3-15 on the year. Other CCIW action, North Park got a battle from the Big Blue. They went down to the wire in the final seconds And as we look for the final score, North Park got the victory 69-61. Carthage got a battle from Augustana up in Kenosha, and that goes final. Carthage wins it 77-69, so still a three-way tie atop the CCIW. Elmhurst with 1 second left in overtime, leading North Central 77-73, so it looks like they are poised to get that victory. Carroll had the bye today, so they will be rested when they come to Shirk Center here on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're 9 games into the conference season, and nobody has been able to knock off the top runners so far. Probably going to happen eventually, but boy, still 3 teams sitting at 8-1 on top of the conference. Kind of the same formula tonight, Eric. We've seen the last 3 games. Illinois Wesleyan close at halftime, tough battle, but able to pull away down the stretch. Athleticism, size, just too much for Wheaton here this evening. An impressive second half for Illinois Wesleyan, and they kind of cruise to the victory down the stretch. But the Titans are playing well, but as Coach Rose said, now all focus goes to Wednesday night as Carroll comes to town.
We'll be on the air at 6:40 on Wednesday night. It is a bye for the Titan women. They got their 18th straight victory today over Wheaton, 93-57. So we'll come your way 6:40 on IWSports.com and 88.1 FM. We thank Caden Darby back at our WESN studios and the crew here at Shirk Center. Tyler Wilson, Nicole Duma, Caleb Himes, Dylan Meyer, Lola Avila, and Stacy Igiola. For Joel Swanson, I'm Eric Stock saying so long from Shirk Center. Again, the final score, Illinois Wesleyan University 90, Wheaton College 68. This has been Illinois Wesleyan Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.